Keeping that energy on every wave under command. Best in the city, we paving the way under command. Checking the stats and we raising the stakes under command. Kendrick talking facts on the screen, might be keeping it clean. Rob the great, reigning supreme. 3 kings running the team. Adam Peters building the roster tight. Jayden Daniels wearing number 5 tonight. Jayden moving left, Jayden moving right. Jayden catching sight. Broadcasting live from the studio room. Chasing the glory, we making it boom. Commanders coming for the crown and the loot. Under command, keeping that energy on every wave under command. Best in the city, we paving the way under command. Checking the stats and we raising the stakes under command. Under command, who we with? The under command. Where we at? The under command. Terry McLaurin catching every deep ball thrown. Scary Terry claiming every single zone. Sonny Styles, rookie hunter in the grass. Locking down the lane while he making the pass. Hit them hard, hit them fast, hit them last. Watching the clock and we making it last. Commanders climbing up the hill real bold. Writing out a story that was never quite told. Broadcasting live from the studio room. Chasing the glory, we making it boom. Commanders coming for the crown and the loot. Under command, keeping that energy on every wave under command. Best in the city, we paving the way under command. Checking the stats and we raising the stakes under command. Under command, who we with? The under command. Where we at? The under command. Under command, keeping that energy on every wave under command. Best in the city, we paving the way under command. Checking the stats and we raising the stakes under command. Under command, who we with? The under command. Where we at? The under command.
What is up, Commander fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Under Command podcast. And today I'm with DJ Mike B, Rod the Great White, and the host of the Full Command Show, man, my guy Grant. Yeah.
All right.
What's going on?
Grant in
What's
the
going on,
house.
fellas?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. We were talking off camera a little bit, doing everything I can to stay indoors. It is nasty outside.
It is, man.
I had some family over here. They flew in from California. They showed up last night. They're already off to go see other family members. They left at like 8 a.m. and I was helping them load up the cars and everything, and it was like 88 degrees at 8 a.m. I said, yeah, I'm not going outside today.
Yeah.
That's
Man.
ridiculous, man.
Oh, yeah, it is ridiculous. What's the highs today for? Was it like 100? Did we reach 100 today?
Yeah, today we reached 100 and it feel like it's 104.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, Grant, man, I just say thank you for taking the time to join us today, man. It really means a lot, seriously.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you guys, I think you see it. I'm sure. I know Mike does because he always calls it out, but I'm always in the chat. Like, I genuinely love watching you guys' show. I think you guys are really funny, so I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, man, it's great having you, Grant, man. I actually been watching you for a while too, man. That's like everyone that happened to show me you, or I say this all the time, but I'm really being honest. You are one of my favorites. What I get a lot of details and information from you too, man, and actually, man, the show that you did today, man, was fantastic, man. Grant takes the time, and what you say you took about 16 hours or something, pretty much getting all your stuff together.
Okay, so let me clarify. It wasn't literally 16 hours. It was like I started this last night. I was in bed. I was watching YouTube clips from the Commander's logs. I was screen recording all them throughout the morning. I was like going back and I was doing stuff. I mean, if we're talking in total research, preparing everything, recording, editing, probably like 3-4 hours in total, I would say.
Okay. That's still work. That's still work.
Oh.
But
yeah, it adds up. If you do it every day, I mean, that's like what? That's probably like over 20 hours a week. So it adds up.
Yeah, you do a fantastic job, my brother. I
Absolutely.
mean, keep doing what you're doing, man. A lot of us in this Commander community really appreciate that too, man. Fantastic
Appreciate y'all.
job, man. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, man. But before we really get into it, I want to ask you, how did you become a Washington fan?
Well, I came home from the hospital the day I was born. Actually, probably not the day I was born because they don't let you. But the day I was released from the hospital, I came home wrapped up in a blanket. And it was born into me. Like, I could not escape it. My mom, God love her, she was a Steelers fan back in the 80s. She loved the Steel Curtain, and she just loved watching it. And then she loved watching John Elway, so she became a Broncos fan. And I'll give her some grace because she was in a military family. She moved, I think, 13 times by the time she was like 11 or 12 years old. So she wasn't, and she had never lived in the DMV. And finally, she settled there. She became a fan of the team, and now she lives in Colorado, and she's a Broncos fan again. But somehow that she threaded that needle of when I was born. I got Washington, so I've been with the team ever since.
Yeah, me and you have a very similar story for sure. Like the first night I came home as a baby, my dad laid a Redskin shirt right on the bed. He laid me right on top of it, and
Wrap you up in it.
yeah, took a picture of me right there. So that's pretty cool.
You gotta be sanctioned in. I mean, that's how you do. You gotta drip them in it. You have to.
So I just came at the wrong time, and Dan Snyder just took over. So it's been a lot of bad years for me, sadly.
I'd like to give a shout out to Greg's mom.
I'm a Virginia Tech fan too. I actually graduated from Virginia Tech, and that
wow.
story's even funnier because I was watching. There's a famous story in my family. I would wake up, kids wake up early. So let's say I'm up at like 6:30. I would go downstairs. I would sit down there. I would wait for my dad to come down, and he would make me breakfast. And I knew how to turn the TV on, so I'd just turn it on, sit on the couch, and I'd watch Disney Channel or whatever it was. He came down one morning when I was 4 years old, and I'd changed the TV and I'd put it on Sports Center on ESPN. And from that moment on, that like birthed my love of sports. There was a time when I was 5 or 6 years old. I'm watching Sports Center, eating my morning breakfast. UVA is playing Virginia Tech, or they're showing highlights of it. My dad went to UVA, and he points at the screen and he goes, "Look, that's my school right there. It's like 40-3. Virginia Tech is kicking their ass." And I said, "You went to school there?" My dad said, No, I went to UVA. I said, "Well, I like the other team." And I started rooting for Virginia Tech from that day on.
Oh, wow.
They were beating my dad's school so bad.
Wow. Doggone it. That's some good information right there, too, man.
That's it. I should have said the other team.
I know, right? Should have fooled you.
Yeah. Yeah. Virginia Tech. I love them.
Yeah.
Probably hurt inside.
Hey, Grant, can you tell me what made you start the Full Command Show channel?
So it's a multitude of things. So ever since I graduated, I've never had a 9 to 5. I've always been contract work, and I always work from home too. So I work long hours, but I can move them around to where I want them to be. And summer period, I still work in sports. I'm attached to sports. So the summer period, really the time we're in right now, the dead period, is when I would have the most time. So I was sitting there and I was like, man, I'll just start something. Like, why not? I was inspired by two different people, one of whom I'm sure you all know, Logan Paulson. And the other one is actually an English soccer, English is in British soccer YouTuber. And I thought his channel was just so cool. And the way that my channel is played out actually is not how I thought it would. I wanted to create something that he did, which is he had his own talk shows, but basically after every game, he would just get a bunch of fans to come in and sit there and basically moderate a round table. That's all he would do. And I thought it was so cool because it wouldn't just be a Commanders thing. You get fans from other teams, and like you're not having to do it all yourself. You're getting everybody's voices. And so I still encourage that with the community. Like I want everybody to leave comments. I'm always encouraging comments and everything. But I really thought it was going to be more like that. I thought it was going to be more roundtable based. But that's not how it worked out. But doesn't mean that it won't happen one day in the future. So we'll see what happens.
Awesome, man.
Oh yeah, man. Well, he posted another video today. I want to hear your input on this particular guy that Dan is probably really against right now. But man, I want to hear your input or your take on Brandon Aiyuk.
Well, what exactly?
Would you still like him to come to DC, or you have some concerns of, like, I guess his behavior or what that little situation you got going on over there in San Fran?
Yeah, so this is a controversial topic, and I don't mind talking about controversial topics. The problem is no matter what you say, someone's going to have a problem with it. And I try to always be consistent. And if there's a good point to be made on both sides, I'm going to try to make that point on both sides. So let me start by saying Brandon Aiyuk is clearly acting immature. He is not going about this in an intelligent way. That doesn't mean that he doesn't have reasonable gripes. The 49ers and Brandon Aiyuk both wear responsibility in this situation. I think that's well documented up to this point. I'm not one of these people who's going to get mad at Brandon Aiyuk for telling his side of the story. I actually appreciate it that he's doing it because he kept his mouth shut for close to a year. He just let this $1 billion institution drag on him. And then as soon as he starts talking, he rightfully is like, why am I the bad guy now? All of a sudden, now that I'm sticking up for myself. The problem is the trolling stuff. It was cool. Me and Brandon Aiyuk are basically the same age. I get it. I grew up with internet trolls. But it gets to a point where you could tell he was genuinely frustrated. Even today's video where he's like, why the hell haven't you released me yet? It's like, Brandon, okay, that's not the right way to go about this. So do I want him on the Commanders? Absolutely. I do. And I don't know if this is a divisive opinion here. I don't think there's any reason to worry about him. I know this sounds crazy. I don't think there's any reason to worry about him being a locker room issue. He is literally giving up $100 million just so he can come to this team. He is essentially paying $100 million to get to the Commanders. When he gets there, this culture that Dan Quinn has created, Laramie Tunsil was supposed to be a locker room issue. He's excellent. Javon Kinlaw is supposed to be a locker room issue. He's damn near the spokesperson for the team now. Everybody loves this team. Everybody loves the guys in the locker room. They bring them together. The one guy in the world Brandon Aiyuk is probably not going to bark off to is his best friend, the quarterback who he's been obsessed with, like talking about since Jayden was still in college. Deebo Samuel is on record saying when we were in San Francisco, Aiyuk would always talk about my boy down at LSU. He about to win the Heisman. Watch out. And then Jayden went out there and did that. So if he signs that contract with the Commanders, it's going to be 1 year. It's going to be low paying. It's going to be incentive based. And I'll tell you what, if there's any indication he's causing trouble, if he's not good, whatever, they will cut him in an instant. So I genuinely think this is essentially a no risk sort of signing.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah. Let's get Rob a word right quick now. Now come in.
You know how I feel about Brandon Aiyuk. Ever since the channel started, I was big on Brandon Aiyuk. I was probably a Brandon Aiyuk fan for his mom. So I mean, I have no problem with Brandon Aiyuk here. You can hear it. The only issue I have with Brandon Aiyuk right now is like, hey, Brandon, I want you here. I don't even care about you can go out here and because I'm a type of person you can trash the organization all day long. I'm that type of guy. I love that type of stuff. I'm just that type of personality. I did that to school teachers. I like, look,
yes, you
decide to be a teacher, I'm going to destroy your life. That's how I was.
No lies there. That's true. He's not lying about that.
So it doesn't. I don't care about that. Like I want to see more. Like burn the city down. San Fran, burn them down. It's not even a good city. But here's my issue. What makes me a little nervous about Brandon Aiyuk. It's the paperwork. And he did say in this video, the last one, he did say, hey, I do know it's some paperwork issues that I need to take care of and things like that. If Brandon Aiyuk can get this taken care of with agent, I will feel a little bit more comfortable with him coming to Washington if he has an agent. I can feel a little bit more comfortable if he gets reinstated to the NFL. And I just want to see him doing the paperwork, the logistics to getting back to the NFL to being on the playing field. And I told the guys today, I said, hey, Grant's one of the smartest people I've known in football because you text something. I saw your tweet. And I texted him, and I went back to work, and I forgot to tell him. But you said something. Everybody's like, well, we never see him working out. It makes sense when you say, like, why would he work out? Because his trade value would go up. He wants that to plummet, and that makes all the sense in the world. I never thought about that. I said, oh, well, that's all smart there. I never really put that right there. So I don't know if Brandon Aiyuk is back crazy or he is low key brilliant. It's no in between though. It's either one or the other. So I'm just interested to see how the story plays out in the end. Because right now it's just like watching a movie and you like I know what's about to happen, and then it's like a whole switch. Like I never thought that would be the killer.
Yeah, I give a shout.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I just gonna shout out to Micah and Bloodshot and Warren. How you guys doing? Going great.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah, to respond to that, I think Brandon Aiyuk is a smart guy. That doesn't mean that he knows how to go about this situation. I think he knows that he was wrong to a certain extent. I think he knows that he's going to be a problem for the 49ers. I think he knows that they're going to have to release him, but that's only if he takes the necessary steps. So kind of to what I was saying with that thing about why everybody, where's the workout? Where's the workout video? Like you said, why would he do that? He had this whole offseason. He has to thread a very thin needle here where he has to get himself released. But once he is released, he can't draw interest from other teams. It just has to be this one team. Or he can't get another team to say, yeah, we'll trade a 7th round pick for Brandon Aiyuk. So he's holding up the Commanders hat. He's holding the Commanders football. It's all Commanders. But he's not showing you that he's healthy. The thing is, the internet exists. It's really not difficult. This is something that I always tell my friends. Information is there. You just have to find it. I mean, there are clips of Brandon Aiyuk running routes before a preseason game last August. There are clips of Brandon Aiyuk on a practice field last September. Brandon Aiyuk told the 49ers he wanted to play in week 1 of the 2025 season. The 49ers told him, you will be back after PUP. After start on PUP, sit for a month, you'll be back. John Lynch said in September, Brandon Aiyuk has not suffered a setback. I have evidence. He said that direct quote, I have evidence he will be back soon. So he's healthy. Is he sharp? Of course not. I mean, the man hasn't played an NFL game in 2 years, but he's obviously healthy, but he doesn't want anybody to know that. He wants to make you dig.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. I think that's very smart on Brandon Aiyuk's part if he really wants to come to the Commanders. But how good will he look in the Commanders' eyes right now, the way he's acting out? Like, to me, I'm like, hey, I'm here for it. But as a Adam Peters trying to, make a statement for himself as a GM, would he go get Brandon Aiyuk right now? As the way that as the media, is he that type of guy? Like, well, I don't want that to look good for my team. This is not a good image right now. Or is he like, look, I'm trying to win. No matter what he does on social media, doesn't mean, like you said, he does that in the locker room. I'm still like, look, right now you can play. I always wanted him. If he can get his paperwork done, let's bring him on. Why not? He would be the best receiver in the room. So,
yeah.
And if someone knows Brandon Aiyuk, you would think it would be Adam Peters, right?
Yeah.
This isn't a Stephon Diggs case where everybody swears Diggs is a great teammate, but he does have the off-field stuff. And his off-field stuff is more serious than Brandon Aiyuk's stuff. For all that he's doing, Brandon Aiyuk has a speeding ticket. That's the worst thing that he's done. Stephon Diggs has actual stuff out there. He's been in actual problems, and there's no connection there. I mean, forget the fact that he's 32 years old. You don't know how long he's going to be playing in the NFL. Adam Peters wasn't in the building with him. Adam Peters didn't draft him. He at least has that connection with Brandon Aiyuk. And because this relationship with the 49ers has been breaking down, like I'm sure there were back and forths here and there. Aiyuk, according to Jesse, I think it might be Jesse Naylor is his name. I'm trying to remember. It's Jesse something, 49ers guy. He reported that Aiyuk supposedly said back in 2022 the 49ers culture wasn't right. So, like, with all that stuff going on, I mean, I'm sure AP saw glimpses of how Aiyuk handled conflict. And that means that if he does get released, like, we'll learn. Adam Peters will tell us what he thinks of him, depending on if he signs him or not.
Yeah, I took a step back and was looking at Brandon Aiyuk more of a person instead of just a football player. And I put myself also in his shoes too, because some of the things that he's doing right now, he's not crazy. Not crazy at all. In fact, I kind of see myself in him, just not to the extent that he have gone. And this is what I mean by that. Everything that Brandon Aiyuk has pretty much said up to this point, he's kind of pretty much saying he don't want to be anywhere else but in D.C. Pretty much. That's what he said. He just said Commanders, Commanders, Commanders. So technically, that'll be a turnoff for other teams anyway. I feel that if Washington doesn't sign Brandon Aiyuk at all, I don't think he's want to play football. I don't see it, because a guy who really wants to play football wouldn't be doing everything that he's doing right now as far as just cheering for the Commanders. I'm a Commander, this and this and that. I think he wants to have fun, and have fun is playing with his buddy Jayden Daniels. I don't think it has anything else to do with it. It's not money. I think he's fine with money. He don't have to play probably one more down in the NFL to not be okay with money. Money definitely isn't an issue, because if money was an issue, why would he just walk away from all those millions anywhere from San Francisco, no matter what has happened? So if money is not that. I think it's about him right now. It's about having fun. And having fun is in Washington with his buddy Jayden Daniels. If something comes up that Washington doesn't bring him in, I think he's fine with that. I think we will still see Brandon Aiyuk in the stands with the fans cheering on the Washington Commanders. That's the way I see it right now, because to me right now it's not about money with him. It's more about him wanting to have fun.
I get that perspective. I do. My counter to that would be, okay. I think that's a valid perspective. What I would suggest as another possible reality is, instead of fun, it's about happiness, because fun implies that there's not a level of seriousness to it. Whereas happiness, like when I was a little kid, my mom said, hey, when you pick your career, you have to choose, do you want to make money or do you want to have happiness? And Aiyuk is kind of in a situation where he's like, yeah, I mean, I'm getting $120 million, but I'm just not happy here. I feel disrespected by my employer for a multitude of reasons. I've wanted to be with my guy who I was with in college. I've wanted to be back with him for a long time right now, or since then. So right now, I would want to be in the DMV. My concern with Brandon Aiyuk is, let's say that he does get released and the Commanders don't sign him, or he gets signed and he's not retained, or he's cut because something goes wrong, or he's just not that good, whatever it is. My concern is, forget whether he wants to play football or not. I don't know if any team would take a chance on him. People are saying that Brandon Aiyuk might never play football again right now. I still think the Commanders would give him that shot if they had the opportunity, but he has made it clear he doesn't want to play for 31 other franchises. He only wants to play for one. So if that one doesn't want him or it doesn't work out, given what he just did to the 49ers, I don't know how another team could be comfortable bringing him into their building.
Yeah, and I don't think he cares about going anywhere else. I really do feel that he just wants to be in Washington.
So let me ask y'all a question. You know, a lot of people are saying the Aiyuk and Washington thing, if it gets cut. But a lot of people's not talking about, what is the timeline? Like, if for you guys, where do you see the timeline? Like, okay, if Brandon Aiyuk gets signed by this time, yeah, let's go for it. But if it's past this time, we got to cut the ties and move on past this story to another chapter.
I mean, I can go. The 49ers, I can't remember if they report or their training camp starts, but whatever it is, that date is July 26th. I mean, I would like to think that we're going to get reports that he's applied for reinstatement. What you have to do that is you have to submit a written piece of paper to the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, and then they can shoot. Like, Goodell could say, no, you're not reinstated. But, I mean, the guy hasn't had any serious legal offenses, anything like that. As long as he goes and gets that warrant taken care of, like, people have been reinstated for a lot worse.
Yes.
So I think as long as he does handle that side of the paperwork, that will put the ball in his court. Once that happens, he has to go to the 49ers because they will be petty for as long as they can, and they should. They absolutely should. He signed the contract, and he's trying to piss on them and tell them that it's raining. So they should be petty. They should hold him. He has to go there. He has to get in their face. He has to create the threat of blowing up their locker room, not literally, but figuratively. And he has to create the threat also of saying, look, I'm here to work out. I'm here to train. And if he gets injured, they now have to guarantee his contract. They have to pay him. So he has to create that threat. And I think the only way that can happen is if he reports to their training camp. So I don't think anything possibly happens before July 26th or maybe the day before that. Yeah. And I also don't think anything happens a day or two after that. Like, it's got to be on that day for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. Give a shout out to K's Take. How you doing, Miss K? Make sure y'all follow, go and subscribe to K's Take channel. Shout out to K. Oh, also, Lady Erica Lynn is in the house. She's also a streamer here on these YouTube streets. Make sure you subscribe to her channel too as well. And also the Full Command Show. Subscribe to my boy right here, Grant Mitchell. And his information is also on the description in this show right now. I think also link your X account too as well in the description of the show too as well. What's happening, sir?
Appreciate
I see
that.
you, my brother. Oh yeah, anytime, Grant.
But since we're talking about Aiyuk in that situation, and currently with our receiver room, man, I want to hear your input on how you feel about our group for this upcoming season. He's smiling too, so
Yeah, sure thing. Shout out to Erica Lynn, by the way. Congrats on the milestone. I saw the post earlier
today.
Yes,
200, right? Yeah, she made
so
200.
My opinion on the wide receiver room, I made this analogy the other day. I was with John from Ballin and Burgundy and Asia's Analysis, and it's funny. I didn't say this, but so I ran track in college, and track is everybody thinks the sport they played is the toughest. I would say track is difficult because there's literally no interpretation other. You are as fast as you are. There is
what event you ran, Grant? Sorry, I cut you off. What event?
I ran the 800 in the mile.
My man. I was also 800-meter runner and also 1,600 meters.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Cross country runner too.
Quick and get it done.
I also ran cross country too.
I did too, but I wasn't trying to. I mean, I should have. Don't get me wrong, I was good for my training, but that's really not where I was good.
I loved it. Just trying to stay in shape for basketball. I didn't and fell in love with it.
But yeah, so when I got to college, I only ran for a year. Then I ended up transferring to Virginia Tech. And I was like, man, I'm gonna start lifting weights. Like, this is too strenuous. It was really mental more than anything because
Yeah.
I kept getting to the best shape of my life and then I'll get injured. Best shape of my life, get injured. I was like, I just can't keep going through this
Yeah.
mentally. But there's someone told me I worked in a retail running store, and it just so happened that my boss was a former Olympian. He represented Haiti, and then our like assistant manager of the store just so happened to be a professional track coach who had coached James Madison and George Washington. I was like, I don't know how I got so lucky with this, but so we used to have some great conversations. And they both told me basically the motto is you get a carton of eggs, you throw them at the wall as hard as you can, you pick it up, you open it up, and the one that is uncracked, that's the star of your team. That's their motto because they don't care. Like, you're only going to be there for 2, 3, 4 years. I mean, modern day, maybe one.
Yeah.
They don't have any ties to you for the long term. It's not their career. So they don't care if they break your body. They don't care if they break your spirit because they just want one guy to produce. So I take that analogy, and that's almost how I look at this wide receiver room, where they know what Terry McLaurin is. I know a lot of people don't know what Antonio Williams is, and to be fair, I don't know because I haven't seen him in the NFL, but he's going to be good. I feel confident in that. Chigakonkwo, like, he'll be good at tight end. As far as Luke McCaffrey, Treylon Burks, De'Ami Brown, Brandon Aiyuk, Van Jefferson, Jalen Lane, everybody, put him in the egg carton, throw it at the wall, see the one that doesn't break. So that's why, whether it is Brandon Aiyuk, whether it is Stephon Diggs, literally basically anybody who has the pulse, I'm in favor of adding them just to see who is going to emerge. And it might not be that guy. They could bring in Aiyuk and he could be totally washed. But on the chance that Luke McCaffrey's made the strides, Treylon Burks has made the strides, De'Ami Brown, whoever it is, you need more competition in that room. And I think they've gone about that. Like, they brought in Van Jefferson, who's getting all the praise in the world. I'm not buying it. No disrespect to Van Jefferson, but we'll see. Maybe he proves me wrong. Jaden Bradley as a UDFA is getting a lot of praise. So my evaluation on that wide receiver room is just going to be who's that third guy. I know what Terry is. I'm confident what Antonio Williams is going to be. Who is that third guy? And if they do find someone, no matter who it is, then I like the room a lot. I would give it like an 8 out of 10 because I think the style of offense, it's going to get guys open. But right now, until I see that with only those two guys, one of them being a rookie, I can't say it's great. I'd probably put it like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's your grade?
Well, 6? That's a D.
So a B?
No,
It's a
that's
D.
a D.
Technically, it's a D if it goes 60%.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's a high floor, low ceiling room right now. So I would give it a C+ right now, with the caveat that David Blau's offensive system can elevate a lot of people. Cliff's style of offense was a lot of longer developing routes. Quarterback needs more time in the pocket, which is why Jayden had to scramble a lot because he wasn't always getting it. But it's a lot more predicated on receivers winning themselves versus winning as a product of the scheme. So I think these players, like pretty much everybody, might be able to tack on just 100 yards to their career high. Well, take out Terry, but the other guys like Luke McCaffrey, Jalen Lane, Treylon Burks, all of those guys could probably tack on another 100 yards to their career high, and that would be a byproduct of the scheme.
Yeah, it ain't too hard for Burks to crack that, would it?
Lay off my boy Burks, man.
See,
Lay off my boy Burks, man.
It would be too hard.
Here we
See,
go.
you always got
Here
to
we
start
go.
something.
It would be too hard.
See,
man, to
the show was going
Hey,
on
look.
so smooth.
Hey, look,
Brandon
hey,
yeah,
laying
let's
down
see,
what he
hey,
had
here
to
we
do,
go.
man. And
Hey,
you,
look,
Everybody's
I'm
like,
just
yeah,
being
yeah,
honest.
Hey,
you got to
being
go
honest.
and just throw something in there.
Hey, look, I'm just being honest. Man.
You're instigating. That's what
Ain't
you're
too
doing.
Here
hard
we
to
go.
crack.
Here we
Ain't
go.
that
Now, look,
hard.
I just want to ask a question. I don't want to, because this is a great show. I'm not going to try no controversy and things like that. Because I agree with like a C+, C-, more towards C-. And I'm just
Hey,
just
K's
what I'm
already
saying.
ready. K's ready for the grading system.
Here we go.
I'm just saying a C- because, like you said, I don't know nothing about what you call it, David. I mean, maybe he's a good play caller. Maybe he's a great offensive mind. They told me he was. You know, a lot of times when you first started dating somebody, say I'm a great person, and then then you see what happens later down the road. And everybody tells you like, this is a great person. She's amazing, and you see how that went.
Man,
She stole all your money. She steals all your money and a dog, and you was like,
In the
oh,
dog,
well,
right?
that was great.
The dog?
But
She took your
here we
dog,
go.
too?
Huh?
She took your dog, too?
Not my dog, but I'm just saying I've seen it happen. It's possible. You get what I'm saying. You get my analogy. It happens out here, But I'm asking you this because the wide receiver room is, like you said, everybody's up in the air about it, and how the offense works. And you look at 2024, they wasn't a wide receiver room that you go look at and say, oh, this wide receiver room is going to get us to the NFC Championship games. So yeah, I agree with you saying that it's a throw thing type situation, and it don't really matter who really going to be out there, because I think as long as you got Jayden Daniels healthy, he's going to make those receivers a little better than what they really are, no matter what they are. And I think it's just like a system thing, how it was in New England. But not to get going this, I really like the upside of Burks. And here's why I like the upside of Burks, because Burks can do things like we haven't seen before from a first round draft pick. Do I think he might, can start if Aiyuk don't show up? No. I mean, if Aiyuk shows up, hey, Burks is take a seat back. But if Aiyuk doesn't come in here or another receiver doesn't come in here, I like Burks at number 2.
Yeah.
I'll add something to that real quick as well. And I'll say beyond just Jayden Daniels and the system helping the receivers, if the system helps the running backs, that's going to make it a lot easier for the receivers, because watch it. I used to call Brian Robinson Jr. 2nd and 9, because they would hand it off to him on first down and he would get 1 yard. He would run up the middle and get 1 yard. It was a guaranteed 2nd and 9 every time.
Yeah, it was him.
Going back to 2024, like you said, he had 799 yards. After that, it was Eckler with 367. Jayden had 891. I mean, Bill had 860 or whatever he had. Actually, I think it was less than that. I think it was 800 something. But Bill had that while getting phased out of the offense as a rookie. They weren't even really committed to running the ball. So if Bill gets 1,000, if Rashad gets 500, like if K-Tron gets 400, whatever it might be, if they can do that, I mean, that has nothing to do with the passing game, but it's going to make the passing game look better. So this wide receiver room we're talking about, now you're getting more favorable coverages. Now these C+ players are in an A sort of environment, and they look like B+ players.
Nah,
yeah, I agree.
I don't know about Burks, man, but
man, I just don't understand. Ken hates Burks. I don't know what happened.
I'm trolling, man, but I agree with Grant though. I think I said it last episode. I think this offense is going to be really based off of running backs like Rashad White and Bill, especially Bill. Bill could take that next step forward. That could be really dangerous. But our receiving group, like I said, I would grade it a C+ with potential. I think ceiling B-. I don't want to go 1 grade up, 1 grade up. I don't want to go B+ just yet. But I'm very intrigued to see how they're going to use Antonio Williams, because I think he's a very versatile player who can play inside and out. I guess most likely inside. I want to see, your Virginia Tech guy, man, Jalen Lane. He can run routes and everything and stuff too. Like, he can get over. I just need his hands to be a little more consistent.
Who you talking, Butterfingers?
That too. That's what I said. That's what I said. His hands. And De'Ami Brown, that connection him and JD had. It was very strong before he ended up leaving towards the end of the season, 2024. I don't know. It's a pretty okay group. I would still like to add another guy in. The safe option, Stephon Diggs. I think he will flourish in this offense once again, like he did over there in New England. But yeah, I just need somebody to take some pressure off of Terry, because his whole career has really been just keying on Terry. But yeah, we'll see. I guess what AP has up his sleeve. Yeah, what you think, Dad?
I'm hoping AP have over his sleeve what he got over his sleeve right now, and that's nothing. Stay put.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah,
stay put. No, stay put.
Yeah,
I mean, stay put.
Yeah,
I'm look. I want to see the guys we got in the house until training camp starts, and they feel like they have to go out and get someone else, then fine. But they may have already seen that they maybe need to go out there and get another wide receiver. But for right now,
I know they're already saying that, and it's only mini camp though.
What are they saying?
It's only mini camp.
What are they saying?
You're already looking to.
What are they saying?
All right.
No, I'm asking you. You said they're already. I don't care. No. I don't care what everybody's
saying.
I want to know what are they saying.
Hey,
if anyone heard,
we're with the guru right now who just said we need a guru.
With the Guru Grant. Guru Grant.
No. He just said.
That's his new name. I like it. Guru Grant.
No, we're going way too far. We are going way too far.
That's a guru.
Hey, Grant, have you heard of anything inside source as far as Washington within the organization? Have you heard anyone say today actually actively looking for another wide receiver?
I heard this is whenever the whole whenever that case closed where he had the thing with the personal chef, whenever he got cleared of wrongdoing in that, I had heard that I'm trying to remember here. I think the Chiefs had tabled the largest offer for him.
Mhm.
The Commanders were looking into it, which doesn't mean anything. I mean, all 32 teams should look
Should be
into
looking
it. You know what
into
I
it. Yeah.
mean? But they were looking into it. There was another team. It might have been the Ravens. I think the Rams might have been looking into him as well. I think this was before the draft though.
Yeah.
So I think the inaction right now is kind of the biggest story. I don't think the Commanders have really offered him anything. I'm not sure that any team really has. If I were to just take a guess, Diggs is looking at it like, I just had 1,000 yards. I only played 52% of snaps last season, so I could have been a lot better. If I hadn't torn my ACL, I'd be on 8 straight 1,000-yard seasons. I want to get this much money, but I want some security. 2-3-year deal.
Yeah.
My guess is the other teams are looking at it like, you're 32 years old. You did tear your ACL. Yes, you were still good, but your longevity is probably going to shrink. So we're thinking 1, max 2-year deal. This is just me guessing. I would say that's probably the holdup. And right now, he's probably just waiting until around the start of training camp, like kind of like what Von Miller did last year. He was looking at his options and he decided on Washington, which wasn't a great decision because we went 5-12. But he's looking at it like, all right, contenders are interested in me. I'm just going to chill for now, make sure I'm in good shape, and then I'll make my decision. So all this Instagram workout stuff, I don't think he's Isaiah Thomas, if you know what he does in the NBA, where he's like waiting for somebody to give him a shot. I think he's got contracts and he's kind of just waiting to evaluate what the deal is going to be.
Yeah.
Do you think, just, as a guess, do you think Washington has a contract offer to him, or what do you think right now how you feel about the Commanders?
My guess is no. And the only way that I would see them signing him would be if it gets to training camp and Aiyuk isn't released. But even that, I think, is unlikely. I think if they were going to be turned off by all this stuff, they probably would have already offered Diggs the contract. I think he would have signed it because it was reported. I think Josh Taylor was the first to this one. It was reported that he wanted to play close to home. He's basically admitted that. And just like Ayuk's Instagram activity has been kind of escalating, Diggs has been more and more leaning into, I would like to play close to home. I would like to play for the Commanders. So I do think if he had an offer, even if it wasn't the biggest, but if it was like the second or the third, I think he would have signed it by now. So again, the only way that I think it comes off is if 49ers training camp starts, it's a few days past, Ayuk is still on the team, and AP gives up and is like, whatever, I guess we're gonna go for Diggs now. But I would say the chances are low. I think it's like 10% or less.
And how do you feel about Debo?
He's off the team.
Yep.
I agree with you.
No
Thank
more
you.
Debo.
Yeah, I agree with you. When everybody was like, bring back Debo, and I was like, oh. No, for what? Debo, I feel like he takes snaps away from people, so I was not big on Debo either. I think, was it Ken? Was you big on Debo coming back, or?
I wouldn't mind having Debo back, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. I get he's on I guess, how was Debo? What, 30, 31, something like that? So I understand, and we'll get the young guys a chance, like you said. Like you drafted Luke McCaffrey pretty high, man. You gotta get the dudes an opportunity. So this is it for him, I guess. The training camp.
So let me ask y'all a question. And I'm not like Grant the Great.
Grant the Great grew.
We gotta stop this
Great.
nickname.
Grant, you gonna have what kind of
created
nickname by the time you leave
I
here
literally
tonight,
just
buddy?
created a YouTube channel. That doesn't mean anything. We gotta stop with the nickname.
Hey, Grant, they gonna
Give
stick.
yourself praise, man.
I'm gonna help make it stick too.
Like, yeah, if you already there, take it. It's good, man. I like how you modest stuff. If you're there, you're there. But let me ask you a question. This is for all you. I did a little research because the ACC has not drafted a corner this year in the top 3 rounds, I think, of the first round of draft. So that means Antonio Williams has not went against quality corners in a lot of his career. So what makes y'all so hyped about this guy? Not saying I'm not. I believe he can run routes and stuff like that, but he hasn't beat an NFL corner before or anything like that because ACC, when I looked it up, he has not beaten a shutdown corner, even anybody that would be on an NFL team so far. And you guys Y'all love the SEC. You always tell me, if they ain't in the SEC, they ain't no real football player.
I mean, hey.
Well, people in
Hey.
the SEC failed too. I mean,
Hey.
we had a linebacker from Kentucky on our team a few years ago, and Jamin Davis from the SEC. He was straight trash for us. So,
But I'm just saying, what
Shoot,
makes you
and,
so hype about that? That
and
you
Megan
really had
Forbes,
to
too.
get quality.
I understand the
My bad.
wanting someone to go against proven competition. And so as a statistics guy, my degree at Virginia Tech was in sports media and analytics. So I do have a statistics background. And you're taught not to normalize outliers, which is actually what I'm going to do here. So I get I'm going against myself here. But Josh Allen went to Wyoming. If you can play football, you can play football. And it's not like Antonio Williams was at Alcorn State, no disrespect, or like Bethune-Cookman or something like that.
Yeah.
He was at Clemson.
Oh, at
Clemson
Florida
was
State.
expected. Clemson was one of the top 3 national championship contenders entering the season. It turned out that Cade Klubnik sucked, and they had some injuries, and Dabo really just lost control of the team. But there's a lot of drama, a lot of crazy stuff that went on in that locker room that season. But Antonio Williams wasn't involved with it, and the team just wasn't what it was supposed to be. That's not his fault. If we go back to 2024, him and Jordan Tyson entering the 25 season, like off-season stuff, they were looked at as the best receivers in the draft. And Antonio Williams probably had more praise than Jordan Tyson. People thought Antonio Williams was the best player in this class. He goes to the 2025 season, starts week 1 with a hamstring injury, plays through it the entire season, but he's not fully himself. His quarterback is terrible. Clemson loses games, so his stock dropped. But this is genuinely an elite prospect. And I hear you on the talent stuff, but if you want to watch him against elite talent, go watch the first game of 2024 against Georgia. I think Clemson lost 34-3. Antonio Williams had 7 catches for 80 yards, which when your team is getting slaughtered 34-3 and your quarterback can't do anything, that's a really big chunk of the production. And if you watch what he was doing, he was open the entire game. Georgia could not contain him.
and that was against SEC team Georgia, Rob.
Not Florida State.
I've got a lot of confidence in him. I mean, he tested well. He is very physical, which you probably wouldn't expect from a guy he's not small. I always say he's not small, but he's not big. He's 5'11 and a half, 187, I think. He's right in the middle, but he is physical. There are plays at Clemson. He has a highlight tape as a blocker, as a slot receiver, which is crazy. But they would put him where you put an H-back or even a fullback. He's making split blocks, working across the line of scrimmage, picking up unblocked defensive ends as a 5'11 slot receiver. So my concern with him is really not how does he play. Is it that he's almost too physical for his own body in the NFL, which I'm going to wait to see. I'm going to wait to see if he can survive a 17-game season. But if he's healthy, I think he'll be really good. And if Aiyuk doesn't come in and he is that number 2 receiver, I can see him getting 750-plus yards as a rookie.
I'd like to give a shout out to everybody who's tuning in to us right now here at the Under Command podcast. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Share with all your other Commanders family and friends. And please, please, please subscribe to our channel. It's free. It's free. Just hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in to us here at the Under Command podcast.
Yeah, another thing, too, to answer your question, Rob, why we so excited, and he's not really going up against anybody in this group. So, yeah, I think that's an easy second option for me. But, hey, that's your boy, Rob. I don't know. I think he's easily the second best receiver on this team. I only have to see him play yet. That's just facts. Right?
Easily. You say easily.
Easily. Who? Then who?
Oh, potentially, yes. Definitely. Number 2.
Yeah, number 2. There you go. See how you just...
Potentially.
Y'all just flip your words, man. This is crazy.
You always say a flip
this
word,
is crazy.
Use the word potentially.
This is so crazy to me.
It's like that word
Grant,
gets you, right? That word potential gets you.
I really need to set a off I need to have a hidden camera in the house during our conversations, man. Because this man right beside me be talking crazy off camera.
No, that ain't true.
This is crazy.
Prove it.
See, look, prove it. See, that's Grant. I promise to you, I'm not lying. This is pure facts.
Don't lie, man.
But right now, who's slated to be number 2 right now?
Antonio Williams.
Antonio
Yeah.
Williams.
No, come on. No.
It is Antonio
now.
Williams.
Yeah, I would actually have to agree with that, Rob.
You know, our third option would be is our tight end
He's
chick.
a slot.
So technically, our second receiver would be our fourth
I
option.
get what you're saying, number two.
You know what I'm saying?
But who's on the field? All three receivers on the field. Who's on the field right now? Yeah.
Oh, you see
Who's on the field?
three wide receivers?
Three receivers?
We got three wide right
The
now.
way-
Tailback, tight end. Who's the three receivers?
I see Luke McCaffrey.
Terry,
right now.
Antonio, and then it depends on what play they're in, but probably either Luke or Treylon.
Luke.
I agree.
Now I'm going with Luke.
What you already said, Burks. Like Miss K knows it's gonna be Burks.
Miss
Miss K definitely knows it's gonna be
I
Burks.
said I had him on the team, man. I had him on the team.
Burks, all Burks has to do is stay healthy. That's what I'm saying. I like Luke. Don't get me. You know how I feel about Luke. Luke's one of my favorite guys. I like his work ethic.
Yeah.
But Burks and Luke is right there. Like he said, anybody you throw out there,
Yeah,
it don't really matter. But tell Van Jefferson he's not gonna make the team. I don't.
Hey, chill on my Gators. Hold on, they trying to hit
Man,
on.
no, man.
Both of them hitting on our Gators, man. I don't like
See,
that.
I'm rooting
Man,
for
hold
Van
on,
Jefferson
man.
to make this
That's our
team,
Gator.
man.
That's our
Yeah.
Gator boy. Yeah, man, that's a Gator child. That's the only thing we agree on.
He's not making the team, John. Jackson Gator that out of here.
I don't. Hey, the way they talk. Hey, the guru said the way they be talking about him, man. Hey, some high hopes.
The guru.
The guru.
Great,
Look,
you know you ain't gonna
No,
let the
I'm
guru
not
down,
talking
right?
about. I'm not a Van Jefferson guy. Don't
Thank
put me
you.
in that.
He's
group.
out here.
No.
Say how you feel about Van. That's how I feel about Treylon.
But they said the same thing about Gallup last year. Oh, he
Oh,
Nobody
hold
said
on,
nothing
nobody
about
said
Gallup,
nothing
man.
about
Gallup
Gallup, man.
ain't
Watch
get
out,
no
man.
kind of
He said
thing,
the same
man.
thing.
Gallup.
Ain't nobody said nothing
Oh,
about
man,
Gallup,
hey,
man.
I wouldn't
difference in those
No,
guys.
nobody said nothing about
bro.
Gallup. I ain't want Gallup
Talking about
anyway.
Gallup. I wasn't
Gallup.
By
excited
the time
about
the
no
season
Gallup.
started,
Gallup
he
on
would
the
not know
team.
who he was.
Nobody on the
Maybe he's
Gallup.
coming back to practice.
No kind of cowboy garbage on my team.
And he did more than
Van
Treylon
Jefferson,
Burks,
Van
though.
Jefferson. He had 3 catches in minicamp. Now he's ready to go. Man, no, he's out of here.
Go Van Jefferson. I'm rooting for
Yeah.
you, my buddy.
Man,
You
yeah,
only one.
go Gators, man. I don't know what they hating on my Gators.
He won't be
Just to circle back to the Antonio Williams thing. So Doc Walker was at practice. This might have been the team's last OTA or minicamp. Might have been the last minicamp, matter of fact. But he had a crazy rant about how impressed he was by Antonio Williams. Super metaphorical, drawing these crazy analogies. Sound like a storyteller. But he's like, the ground quaked beneath him when he ran and things like that. But he was so all in on him. What's his name? Shoot, I was just looking at this. Scott McLaughlin. He called Antonio Williams a dude, which is like his version of saying like this guy's really good. I pointed this out. There were 2 times during the public OTAs and minicamp practices, so there were 3 of each, so 6 total. In 2 of those, we're talking about 1/3 of those public practices, Terry McLaurin was off to the side working on individual drills. He wasn't injured. He was not injured. Dan Quinn had said this was about getting more guys, more reps. I can only assume that means, Terry, like, we know what you are. You don't need to do this. I want to get an evaluation on the other guys. There was another guy with Terry on both of those times. It was Antonio Williams. So I can only imagine they said, look, Antonio Williams, like, you're good. You've impressed us enough. We want to see where everyone else is.
Yeah.
Who's
So how do
everyone
you
else,
see him
though?
being used in this offense?
Who's everyone else?
What you mean? Who's everyone else?
Who else? It's not Antonio Williams or Terry. Then who gotta prove themselves, right? That first round pick. Y'all have high hopes for.
Burks making the team, man.
Oh no, I have him on the team. That's Miss K that said cut him. I have him on the team.
I mean, you.
Hey, this the same person, mind you, quote unquote. Treylon Burks gonna have 200 yards this season, quote unquote. This man right here.
Oh man, that was just messing
Nah,
around.
see, look, no, he was. Hey, look, this is crazy to me.
This
This is crazy to me.
Let me
messing
ask you
around.
guys a question. So let's say Aiyuk is on the team.
Yeah.
Normally, teams keep 6 wide receivers. I think they might keep 7 if Aiyuk is there, but let's
Yeah.
just say they stick to protocol, status quo. They go with 6. Aiyuk makes it. Terry makes it. Antonio Williams makes it.
Burks.
I would hope you think Luke McCaffrey makes
Yep.
it, right? We all agree?
Yeah,
Ain't
yeah,
Lane.
yeah, yeah.
Ain't Lane.
They have to keep Jalen Lane because he's the punt returner, right?
And Burks.
So that's 5. So you have Diami, Van, and Burks for that last spot. Who do you give it to?
Burks,
Burks.
Diami.
Burks,
Burks.
Diami.
Burks,
Burks.
yeah.
Diami.
Burks.
I give it to Diami.
Yeah, of
Oh
course.
my
Thank
goodness.
you.
Of course you
To be
would,
too.
Grant. Of course,
To
just
be
knucklehead
too.
would too.
Thank
Of
you,
course,
Grant.
of course,
Thank you,
King
Grant.
would too.
Thank you,
Why
Grant.
We know.
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Diami?
Why not?
Lady Erica, come help
Why
us
not?
out.
Hold on, hey,
Why
hey,
not?
Grant, hey, Grant.
Why
Hold
I'll
on,
be
Rob.
honest.
Hold on. I'm gonna say the exact same thing that this man. This is your quote, right?
Yeah, go on.
Diami Brown has done more here in Washington than Treylon Burks ever done, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean,
So you got to keep Diami.
He had more
That's your
opportunity.
words. That's the reason why you
Yeah,
didn't
but
want
not as
Aiyuk.
good as Burks.
That's huh?
He not as good as Burks.
You want to talk about what career thing?
I know,
Career
he's
stats?
not as good. Watch this year.
You talking about career stats?
I don't care what he did
talking about
yesterday.
career?
Watch this season.
Talk about
I know.
this dude's supposed
Watch
to be the next
this season.
AJ Brown.
Watch this
and he's
season.
competing against Luke
Watch
McCaffrey.
this season.
Bro, he's competing.
Just watch
against,
this
he's supposed to be the next AJ Brown. He battled him for a spot
He gonna be
against
next
Luke
A.J. Brown
McCaffrey.
here.
Do you understand how
He
low
gonna be
that
next-
is?
He gonna be the
You know
next
how low
A.J.
that
Brown
is?
in
He's
Washington.
supposed to be the next
Give him
AJ
the
Brown.
opportunity to be the next
And this
A.J.
dude's
Brown
competing.
right here in
He's
Washington.
competing with De'Ami Brown
He
and
gonna
Luke
be the next
McCaffrey.
A.J. Brown here in
Come on,
Washington.
man. See, look, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what
man.
he gonna be.
That's sad.
All right, he getting
That's
10 touchdowns
sad.
this year.
That's sad. I'm a cheer right with you.
No,
I'll be right there with you.
You cheer one.
I'll be right there with you. if you
Stop
score.
clapping.
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
say stop
Man,
clapping. You
what?
don't need to
Man,
clap.
that's wild.
Every
How did
touchdown.
y'all get? Wait, just hear me out. Hear me
Oh,
out.
here we are. Here we
De'Ami
go.
Brown, right? We know what he did when he was in Washington the first time, right?
The only thing he did anytime was only in the playoffs. That's it. He ain't did nothing all
I
through the
understand
regular
Treylon
season.
done. What has he done?
Give him time.
It's been 5 years.
He
How
ain't been
much
here
time?
five. He ain't been here in Washington
He been in the
for
league
5
for
years.
How much time he
He ain't
need?
been here in
How
Washington
much time
for
this
5
dude
years.
need?
He ain't been here
Oh
5
my
years.
gosh.
Give him this season.
All
We'll
right,
see.
okay, all right, yeah,
all right.
we'll see, man.
We'll see.
Yes,
Yeah.
500
We gonna
yards,
see.
500, 600 yards is max this
We
year.
gonna see.
That's my prediction for Treylon.
Okay.
Is that bad?
I'll say if both of those guys are at their best, Treylon Burks is absolutely better than De'Ami Brown. I mean,
Exactly.
De'Ami's first three seasons here, he never got past 168. He had a career high of 308. Treylon Burks played 11 games as a rookie and got 440. So, like, the best version of Treylon Burks is a lot better than De'Ami Brown. No disrespect to De'Ami Brown.
I hope so.
Problem
First
is,
round pick.
I mean, the guy has never played in more than 11 games in a season.
That's his
Even when he was
problem.
here last year, he broke his finger and he had to miss time. It's just, I don't know if you are committed to only keeping 6 guys, which they might be because they have so much competition on this roster. If there's based on his career, he's never played more than 11 games versus a guy you're like, I mean, he only got us 300 yards, but I tell you what, he had 203 playoff games. He put it together with Jayden. That would be where I think just knowing how they are and knowing they saw what happened last year with all those injuries, I think that would play into their decision making.
Yeah.
And they would take the guy they think would be healthy.
Yeah. I am very excited about training camp, man.
It's competitive.
Yeah, it's gonna
very
be
competitive.
competitive. Look, if somehow, which I don't think is gonna happen, Treylon Burks don't win the competition in training camp, then he should be cut.
We don't deserve it, but
Yeah,
he deserves
just
it.
don't
but,
deserve
you
it.
know,
Yeah.
What you mean cut?
I
If you don't deserve
just
what?
feel like Burks has a
If
high.
he's
That
out
second spot?
outplayed.
Talk about that.
No. If he's outplayed, period. Not in the top 6 wide receivers.
I ain't going that far. That's Miss K taking that far. I have him
know.
on the team. Man.
Yeah,
I ain't that disrespectful of Treylon. But I should tell you how sad our group is, really. But
I don't believe the group
look,
is that.
as a first round
I
pick,
can't
man,
wait.
for them to give
I
up on a
can't wait.
first round pick, he got unlimited opportunities over there. They gave up on him for a
No,
reason.
he stay hurt.
For a
man.
reason. I'm sorry.
Injuries.
The best ability is what?
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry.
Who was the quarterback for the Titans?
I don't want it. Who was Terry
Exactly.
quarterback in his
Nobody
rookie
knows.
year? He won't go that way. You can go that
You
route.
can't be good without
We had
a
we had a quarterback with one leg still putting up numbers. So I don't want to hear that crap. AJ Brown,
Alex Smith.
huh?
Alex Smith was still top notch.
He was not top notch, bro.
Who Alex Smith
Alex
was.
Smith
He
still
was
better
With
than-
one leg,
He was
he
still
came
better
back
than
with one leg.
he was
was
still
not
better than
top-notch.
anything the Titans
Oh
had.
my
He's
goodness!
still better than anything.
Go
the
look up his
Titans
number when he
had.
came back. He was not. He
He's
was
still better than
okay.
anything the
Oh
Titans
my
had.
goodness! No, okay. We're gonna go. What route you want me to go?
Your head
Cal
for
Allen?
Burks, man.
Cal Allen? No, I just don't understand. Your word. It's really your wordplay. You call people trash, and De'Ami Brown career
never
stats
thought
is still
about
better than Treylon Burks' career.
Oh man.
This is facts. He scored more. He got more yardage.
We'll
This
see
is
what he's
facts
gonna do
too.
this season.
Huh?
We'll see what he's gonna do this season.
All I'm saying, him in the commander uniform, like you like to say.
We gonna see
Yeah,
what he
I've
do
seen
this
De'Ami Brown do more in the commander uniform, like you say,
We
than
gonna see what he
De'Ami Brown.
do. We
No, I
gonna see
mean
what-
than Treylon Burks.
We're gonna see what he's gonna do this
That's all
season.
I'm saying. Yeah, I
What's
hope so
training
too.
camp?
Prove to me. Yes,
Oh,
prove to
training
me.
camp gonna be so.
It shouldn't
fun.
be hard. He got a little puppy in front of him,
I
man. Look,
can't
Meek
wait.
Robinson, 5'2", so I hope he do a fade
Yo,
round
man,
on
why
him.
you throwing shade
look,
at my other boy?
I hope so. He's doing a
Damn.
fade round on him. So
He
hey,
called him a little puppy.
hey, yeah, he a dog.
That's a pit bull puppy. You better be
Thank
careful.
Hey, yeah, he a dog.
I can wait to meet
Yeah,
Amik.
he
I'm
know.
gonna tell him what you say. You
He
call
a
him a
dog.
puppy.
Hey, man, hey. I gotta pull a Rob, man. You know that's how we get traction, Rob. Hey, you gotta say something off the wall
What's your
sometime.
name?
Hey.
I don't feel it's off the
Yo,
wall.
this-
I can see a different
yo,
way.
Oh, it's not off
He-
the wall.
Really, Rob?
He was working out. I saw his workout.
Yeah,
You
he
see his
got some
workout?
nice footwork though, man. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
he
that
has some
too.
good footwork.
He
man.
did
He
that
put
in
it
dress shoes and pants, man.
Right.
Hey, like I said, I don't think we're gonna be playing a lot of slot corner no way, so it don't really matter.
Yo,
Nah,
yo, yo,
yeah.
yo. Which was another thing I'm happy y'all kind of brought up because I didn't mention this. And I'm happy Grant is here too. There could be a slight chance that he might be one of the outside corners. What do you think about that, Grant?
Yeah, I put that when he posted that little video of him working out, I put that on my Instagram story. I was like, what if he's just the outside corner? I mean, so part of my thinking is influenced by that video I made this morning because I watched the Commanders log of the draft, and when they drafted Mikey, they very specifically said he's playing in the nickel. And from what I've seen in the NFL, Mikey's not a nickel corner. That being said, he has limitations to playing outside as well. Like it's just the nature of the beast. When you're 5'8", 180 pounds, like this is a physical game with physical freaks. So it's just some things you can't overcome. Especially Mikey doesn't have like great speed. I would guess he's like high 4.4, which obviously isn't slow, but it's not like blazing to make up for that. He's not this super yoked up 5'8" guy. But Amik Robertson, like, they like him. I can tell you that. He plays the run really well, which is impressive at his size and also important for a corner in the way that this defense is going to be playing, where you have the defensive linemen. Basically, their job is to occupy blockers, and then you have your run fitters, your linebackers, your safeties, your corners crashing down, and they have to make the play on the ball. So if they can do that, and then this is where Amik also might have an advantage. I was listening to Thor Nystrom. He was speaking with George Carmi and Big Doug on the Big Doug and Carmi show. And he's a Vikings guy. And he said one of the big principles of Brian Flores' defense was, yes, size didn't really matter with the corners, but those corners were strong enough to jam up the players on the line of scrimmage. That is Amik Robertson. He can get hands-on and jam someone up. I mean, we saw him working against Justin Jefferson. We saw him working against Jamar Chase, where he got that interception. So if he finds a way to leverage that in this defensive scheme that we're kind of expecting from Durante Jones, then he does have a chance of benching Mikey, at least outside. And then I don't know what happens at nickel because Quan has been playing nickel and the Vikings used a ton of 3 safety looks. The Commanders have been using 3 safety looks during the offseason so far. So now it's Quan and Mikey battling for nickel. But Amik Robertson does have a chance to start outside, absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to Amik Robertson. Thibodeau Tigers back in Louisiana. Yo, that's why he can ball.
Let me ask you a question.
Thibodeau Tigers. No, that's different. A guy this small coming from Thibodeau High School who made the NFL. That's big time, man. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna love Amik this season. He's gonna be one of your favorite players.
See, I'm a little scared now because Grant just said he just said the word. You know, every Commander fan is scared to say it. And he said it openly. He said Martin, and you know we all get scared when somebody says Quan Martin because most time we think of Quan Martin, you see him slide across the field missing a tackle or you know something like that.
Well, at least he didn't say it's St. Juice.
I mean, yeah, but you still get a little nervous about Quan Martin. Grant, let me ask you a question coming from what you've seen and how you see this. So once again, I don't know about Jones. You know, he's like that cafeteria lady who doesn't wear gloves. Maybe she washed her hands, maybe she didn't. I don't know. So I can't trust her yet. I can't trust him yet. So how do you see this defense? Like, who do you see starting this defense right now? Because it's been some controversies that maybe Louvu don't get on the field. Maybe Louvu is going to be the chess piece. What are we going to do? How do you see it?
All right, right now, if they're running a 3-4, this would be if they're doing a 3-4 under, which is what I've heard Charles Omenihu reference, this would be my starting lineup. And I just want to pull up the depth chart real quick just so I can like have it in front of me, make sure that I don't miss anybody. My nose tackle, you know, zero tech shade, whatever it is, I would have that as Tim Settle. Wow. I would have Deron Payne playing as probably the 4-eye or the 5. And then I would have probably Javon Kinlaw as the 3, and that would be Johnny Newton on the weak side if it's like third down at a passing situation. Odafe Owe is playing whatever they call it. Some people call it Will, some people call it Jack, whatever. He's that pass rusher on the weak side, getting the one-on-one with the tackle. That's Odafe Owe. The question with Chason and Luvu is a good one, and I've just thought all offseason that it would be Luvu. But so many people, like guys on the team, shout out to the guys at the On the Fence podcast. They actually interviewed Charles Omenihu, and they said, who's someone who's going to go crazy this year? He said Caleb Chason. Guys have been talking about Caleb. He's been in more social media stuff, which might seem like nothing, but it is something when you keep hearing the same guy's name over and over again. So I think it's going to be those 4. I would put Styles, Chanel, and Chason as the linebacking core. I would put Will Harris and Nick Cross as the safeties. Trey Amos and Mike Sainer still as your starting corners. If they go nickel, between Quan and Amik, I don't know who it would be. But just knowing how much the Vikings use 3 safeties, I think it would be Quan. I think Amik would probably be like rotating on the outside or at nickel.
So how do you feel about Quan Martin?
I think he was garbage last year,
Sure.
and that's concerning. But Durante Jones said at his introductory press conference, before he even got him on the field, he said when we were evaluating him coming out of college, he said we didn't know was he a safety. We thought he might have been a boundary corner or a nickel corner. If you go back and you look at what Quan did in college, he was a slot corner. Quan in his rookie season in the NFL was a slot corner, and that's where he's kind of played his best football. So, I mean, I don't really know what it would look like where he's a full-time starter and you're actually counting on him to play, but it truly can't get worse than it did last year at safety. And we have to be fair and also say he was, by the end of 24, like, he was all right. He was playing all right at safety, which clearly is not his position. So I'm not going to judge the man before I see him. I would assume he could play well, and I trust Durante Jones to make that decision. He seems like a very calculated man.
How you feel about my boy Tyler Owens?
So going back to them using a bunch of 3 safety looks, the other guy who's been that third safety also playing nickel is Tyler Owens. Like when they have the ones on the field, so that would be Will Harris, Nick Cross, and then it would be Quan Martin. The 2s would be Jeremy Reeves, take your pick, Percy Butler, Malik Spencer, whoever, and the 2 nickel would be Tyler Owens. So they're trying to find a spot for him, and they should anytime you have a guy with that sort of athleticism. I don't really know if he can do it, but I mean, that's what training camp is for. That's what the preseason is for. Go out and prove it.
Yeah, like Mike hates Tyler Owens. He basically said he don't even know how.
I hate Tyler Owens.
You called him trash.
You did. You called him trash. And we got a bet. You said the man was garbage. You said you understand why he wear the black uniform for trash.
You kind of add on to that. I never said all that.
You did not say that.
No, I did not.
He said that.
I did not say he was trash. I did not
the man
say
said,
all that. I said.
That's on tape. That's on
record. Get the cameras out. Get
it out.
Oh my God.
All I said is I don't believe in the guy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my Rob.
See, it's been a while since both of them jumping on me about something else. I'm letting them have their moment.
No, this is wild.
The man said Tyler Owens is trash. And he said, I said, Mike, the dude could start before I figured out what the defense was.
We don't know if this dude can play, man.
Well, he's like, oh, this man is trash. I said, Mike,
it's trash.
The man can play.
You listen.
He said, I don't know if he's going to make the team.
I did say that part. I did say I don't know if he'll make the team. I did say that. But everything I've been seeing and been hearing, I think he will make the team.
I don't know if he'll make the team either. I'll make that clear.
Grant, come on. The man, what that man can do, he has to be on this team. And
I know he don't have to be on the team, Rob.
Yeah, I think he'll make it, but he doesn't have to be.
It too, yeah.
The problem, I don't know why it's doing that. The problem that they're facing is
he wants to be on the team.
If they do sign Aiyuk, like I said, I think if they sign him, I think they're keeping 7 receivers. I think they have to keep 3 quarterbacks because they spent a draft pick on 1, and if you put him on the P squad, any other team can just say, we want that guy.
Yeah.
And all it takes is them offering him a contract, and he has the option. And if he's like, I mean, yeah, I want to go play, I don't want to be on the P squad, then you could just lose a draft pick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So between quarterback and receiver, I think they have 10 spots already taken on the 53. So 4 tight ends, 4 running backs, 6 safeties, 6 linebackers. You can't keep all of them. Cuts have to be made. So guys who could be in that group from here are Colson Yankoff, Jeremy McNichols, Tyler Owens, Percy Butler, Nick Bellore. I think all of those guys are in danger of missing this team just because there's so much competition.
But I think we get more cuts on that offensive line than people are giving us credit for, because I think the offensive line is more versatile than ever I've been a Commanders fan. I would say that. And I think you can basically cut more on the offensive line than any year we ever had.
Yeah, that's fair. You might be able to get away with 8 offensive linemen because you're right. I mean, Coleman plays multiple positions. Alec Reddy does. Golden does. Wiley does. Scott does. So, yeah, you can do that.
So, and then with your linebackers, it gets a little gets a little iffy there
Somebody
because
got to go, Rob.
I just don't know. Like, I don't.
Somebody got to go, Rob. We ain't keeping on those linebackers.
No, I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, who would go? You got
That's
Armstrong.
what training camp is for.
Whew.
Yeah, it's
gonna
exciting,
hurt.
man. I'm happy to have this predicament, if you want to call it that. To finally have players that we like on our team, and we probably gonna end up losing some of them. It's good. That's a good problem to have.
Absolutely.
Did y'all trade Frankie?
No.
I know that was some talks too at one point. You know, some rumors about us trading Frankie. Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
But there's another guy people talking about is Joshua Joseph, that rookie we got from was it Tennessee?
I like him.
So I don't know. I like him. And I know
I would trade Deron Payne.
Keep an eye on Josh Josephs.
Yeah, he's gonna be solid. Yeah, I think we should trade Deron Payne.
He double down.
You hate Deron Payne. You don't like Tim Settle.
Yeah. Ooh, what? We gave him a D or something like that?
Who? Settle?
It is a D signing.
No,
that was a D
he gave
signing.
him an F.
You give him an F.
That was an F.
That was an F he gave me. He gave him
yeah,
a D. That was an F.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the problem with trading Deron Payne. All right, Deron Payne's not on the football team, so you don't like Tim Settle, obviously. Do you think Johnny Newton's any good?
I like Johnny Newton.
How?
He was good. Do you think he was good the first 2 years of his career?
I think he showed potential later on last year.
In
I
one
think he
game.
found his footing.
In
He
one
found- he
game.
found-
In
he
one
found his
game.
footing. I think that was a turnaround game for him. I think he found out.
Turnaround
I think-
game.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
They played a game the next week and he was bad.
You bad again. Yeah,
Hear me out.
exactly.
Hear me out. I think he is a pass rushing defensive tackle that cannot stop the run and gets pushed around, which he has to get
Wow.
stronger, lower, which I think is he has potential to get there. I agree with y'all there. I like him, but I think I like he has a higher ceiling than Deron Payne, who's a first round pick, and none of you, all three of you, never got in a car after Commander games. Whoo, Deron Payne was the guy today. None of us. None of everybody's ever said that.
Yeah, actually I have. That big year he had, that was a couple of games, man. I was like, man, Deron Payne was killing it out there.
Okay, fair.
Year for
After that year and before that year, did you ever say that?
No.
Right, well, put a pause on that. What do you think of Javon Kinlaw?
He don't like him either.
He don't like a
I mean, Kinlaw is a space eater, so I mean, he does what he does.
Tim Settle is too, though.
Yeah, Tim
So
Settle.
you have three defensive tackles there. You haven't said you flat out liked any of them.
Exactly.
One of them you're holding on to potential for.
Yeah.
Your next guy is going to be Shy Tuttle or Ricky Barber or Jeffrey Imba, who's, I'm not making this up, he's a 27-year-old rookie. That's your next guy in line because you need three of them on the field. So
you got
you
three.
have one.
Yeah. So I mean,
those
I
are
would
your three. If
I
you
would
trade
be
Deron
okay.
Payne.
Kinlaw, if it had to be me, Kinlaw is Deron. Am I keeping Deron or can I get rid of Deron?
I'm saying if you trade Deron, it's those three,
he's out
and
here.
then
Okay.
Shy Tuttle or Ricky Barber, whoever's back.
I'm going
Ooh, that's
Kinlaw.
ugly.
I'm going Settle, and I'm going Newton. I'm okay with that. I feel comfortable with that defensive line for the linebackers we got. They don't have to do nothing. They really just have to be space eaters in that 3-4 under. So what are you doing? All you got to do is stop the run. We know Kinlaw can stop the run. He's big at the field. He should stop the run. Tim Settles, I mean, yeah, and I don't hate Tim Settles. I'm just saying when we got Tim
Settle was
Settles,
solid.
I thought he was solid his first
solid.
Hear me out.
He
Yeah,
was
not
good
listening to what I'm
in
trying to tell you.
Houston.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought when we signed him, it just wasn't a move to meter signing. He was okay, good. He was a guy. We got him in here. Good for Tim. Big up to Tim. But it wasn't like, yes, we got Tim.
Well, if you trade Deron Payne, then Tim Settle has to be a move the needle signing.
I just can't move this meter with Tim Settle.
But that's why you need to keep
That's
Deron.
why you need. Yeah, that's why you keep Deron.
But that's
I
something
guess that's
we have
fair.
to consider next
I
season,
agree
though.
with you on that, but I still don't say like at the end of the day, Deron Payne's gonna be Deron Payne. He's gonna give you 5 sacks, 60 tackles, or something around that range.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, it's a solid guy, but it's nothing special in my eyes that he's ever done for the Commanders. I think Jonathan Allen did more for this organization than we'll ever remember. 10 years from now, we won't remember Deron Payne.
I agree. Well, I don't know about that, but I agree that Allen did more for sure.
Yeah, I don't see nothing that Deron Payne does special. I think he takes plays off. I think he could be a beast, but I don't know what happened is why he's not one. I think it's some plays taken off. I just don't know. And I think I really, really fell out of love with Daron Payne is the NFC Championship game against the Eagles, and he's just not on the field. I know that could be a coaching situation or something like that, but games like that, you get on the field
Did
for
he
that,
break his
especially
hand
the
or
first
something
round.
like that though? Where he's like his hand was something was broken, right? That
I don't. They didn't say. Can't remember, but he was not on the field.
I don't think he played that
That
game.
was an injury.
He didn't. He did play.
Yeah, he broke his. How you gonna play with the in the D tackle?
You wrap it up and you get out there.
Oh
But
man,
I'm just saying. I
don't.
I think Daron Payne. Do I think he'll have a good year this year? Yeah, it's contract year. He's gonna play everything, but I don't. This is his last year in Washington. So.
Oh yeah, I agree. I can't argue with that either. But speaking just the defense itself, man, you got your grading book, man. So what would you grade this overall defense into the season?
Me?
Yes, sir. Well, I won't hear Rob's.
Yeah, we don't care.
Am I judging this only off of personnel, or like does Durante Jones play into this as well?
Yes, Durante Jones playing it as well.
I would give it a B because they have really good talent. Like Odafe Oweh, my followers are probably sick of hearing me say this. Odafe Oweh was my number one signing or my number one target for them in free agency. Like before it began, when I made my list, Odafe Oweh was number one. So I'm really happy about that. I think Sonny Styles is a home run draft pick. Like you really can't do much better at linebacker. I love Leo Chanel. I just love how much depth there is. I think Charles Omenihu is really slept on. I think Rob and several others are sleeping on Tim Settle. I love the Joshua Josephs pick. Yeah. Like that front seven, even though I don't love any of the defensive tackles, I think as a unit, that whole front seven's going to play really well. The problem is if they don't, that secondary might be barbecue chicken, and that scares me. Like Trey Amos, I think he's good. He looked good / above average for 8 games as a rookie. So I think he can be good, but there's a difference between being good and being a shutdown number one week in, week out. Especially if Mikey proves to be a liability on the other side. Or Meek turns out there's a reason that he was a nickel guy who wasn't really highly heralded. They're kind of Nick Cross is really good, but they kind of are just like, well, who the heck is going to be that other safety? Is it Quan? Is it Will? Is it Jeremy? Is it Percy? They don't know. So the secondary specifically is a real concern to me.
Yeah.
Especially on the depth, too, because based on what happened last season, everybody got dinged up. Who's behind? Like Trey Amos, he get dinged up or something like that. Is it like Witherspoon, something like that? And just, we lost Noah Iganagni. I thought he was okay playing, was it slot? But, I don't know. Depth is my concern, especially for secondary.
Yeah.
But overall grade as a B, I agree. I think I said the same thing.
Yeah,
I think you said the same thing as well. I think Rob gave it a C-.
C-.
Yeah, what Rob gave
so.
But he just explained to me why the C-. He just literally said it. If that front seven doesn't come,
he did not say C- though.
Yeah.
But he said the thing is, if you take my class and you came to me.
Oh, we ain't taking your class. I promise you.
Why did
I'm dropping out of school. I gotta take your class.
You said, look, the first part of my paper is very well, and I agree. I said, yes, it is. It's very, very well written. But the back end of that paper, it's not too good. I don't know. It's incomplete. It's just not a hard thing. A B defense is going to be the top half of the
and I think it
of
is,
the
though,
NFL, and it could be. It could be, but a C- is saying, you got a little work to do. It could work. You don't never know. But I'm just nervous about the secondary. Like he said, I'm not more worried about Trey Amos can cover. Can Trey Amos stay on the field? Because he had injury problems in college, is why his drop fell in the draft. So it makes me a little nervous. Mikey, I think Mikey is who he is. He's a ball hawking corner. So he's gonna get burnt some days. He's gonna get interceptions back some days. Amit Robinson, he's a hard-nosed player, but is he going to really be that guy that can come there every week and shut down a slot corner or outside corner? Do he have? Nick Cross, I love. I have no problems with him whatsoever. Safety, still question mark. C-, because I don't know what you put into that paper. And then your linebackers and stuff like that, love. No, nothing to say about that. D tackles, we just talked it out. I'm not I'm not saying they're awful, but I'm not just
Yeah,
going to
you
cheer
are.
like, yeah.
You are saying that awful.
So no, I think the front seven as a unit, I think Westcott could be smart. I think he can be a great. I've never seen this man call a defensive play in my life, and he hasn't either, maybe. But if he is smart like we think he is, it will pan out be pretty good.
Mhm.
But once again, the depth. If anybody gets hurt on that secondary on the corners, mm,
The interesting thing about the secondary, I interviewed a guy. His name is Cody Alexander. He runs a pay or a website called matchquarters.com. It's very informative. But he was a coach on Baylor's staff when RG3 was there and he won the Heisman. He coached high school football in Texas. So, like, I mean, high school football in Texas is basically like college football for like 10 years or so. He's a really smart dude. And I was talking to him right after the Commanders hired Durante Jones, and we were talking about Brian Flores. And he took it back to when Brian Flores was working with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And what a lot of people don't know is the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh itself, the university, they share facilities. So Brian Flores, I guess, used to dip across the hall and go talk to Pat Narduzzi, who is known for his ultra aggressive, insanely aggressive man coverage with blitzes. Like, that's what he is known for. So Brian Flores goes over there and learns all about these bomb blitzes, these hot blitzes. And what he does is he creates a paradox where if you blitz, it's usually in man. Doesn't have to be, but usually. And if you're in zone coverage, it's passive. So you're probably not pairing it with a blitz. He put blitz on the front end to make it super aggressive, speed up the timing, but he made it zone on the back end to make it a little bit easier for cornerbacks, take some of the strain off of them. And that's how he created his system. So essentially what Pat Narduzzi would say and what Brian Flores would say is if you were to draw up the play on a piece of paper right here and you step back and looked at it, it would look terrible because there'd be so many areas of the field that were open. But there might not be anybody in the flat over here. That's because you have three blitzers coming from this side. So they can't afford to send somebody there. Otherwise, you have an unblocked blitzer getting to the quarterback. So the whole strain on the secondary is largely just going to be determined by if they get pressure on the quarterback. That's why you hear the phrase, the coverage is the blitz, or the pressure is the coverage, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, there's a heavy responsibility on those guys. That's why they value versatility so much. They want to move everybody around. They don't want you to know who's going to be blitzing. And if they succeed in doing that, then someone like Mike Sanderson, who's known for his ball instincts, when that ball's coming out quick and Mikey can play with anticipation, Mikey might look like a Pro Bowl corner. He could finish the season with 6 interceptions if the quarterback's under pressure on every play and he's just throwing as quickly as he can. That's great for Mikey because Mikey's not supposed to hold up 40, 50 yards downfield when the quarterback has 5 seconds in the pocket. But if that ball's coming out in 2 seconds, that's where Mikey makes a living. So it's all on those boys up front to determine how the defense goes.
See, I will tell you what, if you would just sold me a car right then and there, I would have bought it. And it didn't have to have no wheels on it whatsoever.
No
but you
wheels on
sold that to me so well, it got me excited. Like, okay, I see what you're saying. But as insurance policy, the D line to me is going to be, the biggest thing in that front seven because all they have to do is keep the linebackers clean. If they can keep the linebackers clean, we stay big. It's going to be a fun season for the Commanders this year.
Oh yeah, man. The last thing I want to talk about really
Not the last thing.
not the last thing.
No, we got something else after
Okay,
that.
my fault then, wrong. Hey. But the main thing for me, at least, our guy Jayden Daniels, man. After a great 2024 season, last year everything went wrong. But Ground went here. What's your expectations for Jayden Daniels heading into the season?
Yeah, I've been asked this question a few times, and I've never put numbers on it because I don't want to say like he's going to have 4,200 yards and this many touchdowns and whatnot. Just my general expectation. If Jayden Daniels is worse than if Jayden Daniels is worse than the 8th best quarterback in the league, I will be disappointed because I do believe Jayden Daniels is an elite quarterback. I think everything possibly went wrong last season. And I mean, that 24 roster, it's an indictment on the Commanders' decision makers, AP, DQ, Cliff, Jowett, all of them, that they didn't overhaul that roster after 24. I think they're like, look, we just got to the conference championship with this core group of players. I said it all season long. Jayden Daniels was working miracles with some help from Bobby Wagner and Frankie Luvu and Terry McLaurin and a little bit of Zach Ertz as well. But the fourth quarter comebacks, the fourth down efficiency, the individual playmaking on his shoulders as a rookie, and just how much better he got. Like, think about Jayden in that Lions game, even in the Eagles game, the conference championship game, or the week 17 game against the Eagles. Think about that compared to week 1 against the Buccaneers. It looked like a different player entirely. So they go into 25. They just don't recognize the reality of the situation. And then Jayden being this very process-oriented person. Before he even got drafted, we heard about the VR goggles, and he's always doing his thing. Well, he couldn't practice because he was injured. Starting the offseason, Terry wasn't there. Noah Brown at the time was the number 2 wide receiver. He wasn't there. Both of the starting guards weren't there.
Yeah,
They changed the offensive line after 2 weeks. There was no chance for him to succeed, really. Everything was doomed from the start. So does he need to play well? Like, yeah, I mean, he's not minted off of one season, but I saw what he did when he got one season. And the team's a lot better now than it was then. The offensive scheme should be a lot better. The defense should be better to make his job easier as well. So, best case scenario, Jayden Daniels wins the MVP of the league. Anything worse than, like I said, 8th best quarterback in the league, and I'll be mad because he should be better than that. He is truly one of the best in football.
Yeah, he's the best in football, but that's besides the point.
I can't say that yet, man.
He's the best.
I can't say that yet, but
Okay.
even you question some of the things that Cliff did this past few seasons, but he still kept our offense especially last year, respectable at least, but it was hot in 2024. This is David Blau's first year calling plays. Are you confident in David Blau to set up Jayden Daniels for that MVP caliber season?
Yeah, there's a little more assuredness. Both the coordinators are first-time play callers. I don't know why I'm still holding this. Both the play callers are first-time coordinators, but at least Durante Jones, I mean, he's 47 years old. He's coached in high school, NAA, D1, D2, D3. I think he's in the Canadian Football League. He's been in the NFL. Like, sure, he's calling plays for the first time, but I mean, the man knows football. He probably should have been DC a while ago. David Blau was a NFL player 2 years ago, which might help him to a certain extent, especially because he was a quarterback, so he was kind of the coach on the field. My whole thing with David Blau is he has done everything that I would want him to do in how he has built the offense, how the players talk about him, the things that he is implementing. That he has not put a foot wrong yet in that regard. My only thing with him is he's still going to be a rookie. The same way we talk about Josh Connolly Jr. when he starts the season against Max Crosby. If we go in order, he starts the season against that Giants D-line, and then he gets Michael Parsons and the Packers, and then he gets Max Crosby. Like, that's how we have to think of David Blau, who starts off with the Eagles. Week 2 against the Cowboys, they'll be better, but it's still the Cowboys on the road. And then in week 3, it's the Super Bowl champions who have the best defense in football. So I'm waiting to see how he's going to do as far as timeliness of his play calls, sequencing, things like that. But the general structure of the offense, I could not be happier with where he has it. So he's going to have to learn on the job, but seems like a smart guy, and I think he will.
Yeah, I agree with that. Especially, I said that I know a lot of us going back and forth. Like, the offense will struggle a little bit. I think it will get better as it goes, the year goes on. But the defense has to be the defense, has to cover quickly and be good fast for us to have a fighting chance there. We come 2-1 after that gauntlet they got us in the first 3 weeks. Well, I'm going to agree with Mike because I think we're going to take Philly out bad. I don't think it's going to be close. I think 38-10 that game. I'm calling it early.
BTA.
Oh, 38-10?
Early.
Oh, my God.
BTA, man, I'm telling you, man. Y'all going to get behind
There's something about Philly I don't feel good about this year. I don't know what it is.
We said that last year. You know what I mean?
No, I really don't. Something, they're going to take a step back. It's just something about it I can't put my finger on, but I think we're going to beat Philly early.
I don't know.
Hey, Graham, what do you think about the rest of the quarterbacks in the quarterback room?
I think Mariota, I think this is his last year here. I don't think he's wanted to be here. Not that I think he has a problem. I think he just wants to start somewhere. And that's why I think the fact that he's gotten 1-year deals 3 years in a row is a reflection of that. Yeah. I think he said, like, I'm more than happy to be here. I enjoy the mentor role. But if I can start somewhere, I'd like to go do that. And the organization has honored him, and they've given him that opportunity. Just hasn't come off for him, and I don't think it will. I don't think it'll start again full time in his career, which is, I mean, credit to Marcus. He's one of the best backups in the league. Seems like a great guy. So God love him for that. But I think when they drafted Ethan Kaliak-Manis, they basically sent a message, which was, and I've broken this down before, but Mariota, his first year made $6 million. Then it was $8 million. This year it's $7 million. So we'll call it an average of $7 million. A $7 million cap hit is like, I mean, Odafe Owe has a $9 million cap hit this season. Nick Cross is like 5.5. Chig is 5.5. There's a lot of guys. So that financially, they're looking at it like, look, if Avon Kaliak-Manis is okay, if he's mediocre, as long as he's just not garbage, then we can go add a Nick Cross level player, a Chig Okonkwo level player in the next season if Mariota is off the team. So that's kind of the way I see it. Mariota's still going to be the backup this year, and that's fine, but I think it's his last year.
You didn't mention Sam Hartman. Why?
Ain't right.
The Old Spice model, the L'Oreal model.
Yeah, that's Rob guy. You know, Rob said he's going to be the backup quarterback and all that good stuff.
That's not what I
That's true.
said. No,
Yeah, that's what you said.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, you see he's going to be the backup quarterback.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah,
You guys
said the
don't
rookie
seem to
the one
ever
that
remember
get
what
cut.
each other said.
Yeah, that's how it is. He's like a rapper. He say quick lines to get interviews and be like, "Well, that was wordplay, really what I was trying to do."
Yeah.
But you know how they say it. Like you know what you meant, what you say. But
He didn't say
I
anything
said I have a soft spot in my heart for Sam Hartman, and the reason why he was so sorry. There's no way you're that sorry to keep your job.
Oh,
And
I
so
remember
he-
you saying that.
Yeah, so it's no way. See, there's no way this man is that bad and didn't have an injury last year. So he's a good locker room guy, stuff like that. I said I think he's going to make the team. I didn't say he.
Go on.
Yeah, I
Go.
said I think he was going to make the team. Where he is on the team, I don't know.
Water boy.
But I feel like because him and Jayden Daniels are friends, and if he gets a good year, a solid working out because of his injury last year, he'll come back better than our expectation.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know what I seen last preseason from Sam Hartman.
He was hurt.
That was,
He
was
that was
hurt.
terrible, man.
He was hurt.
That was terrible.
Man,
He
that
hurt
guy-
me with how he played.
Yeah, thank you.
That was terrible.
He's
There's
done.
no way you can be that sorry and keep your job. Like, you can't go in nobody else's job and be that sorry. They say, okay, see you next week.
I
So
just
you have an injury.
I just searched up Washington Commanders quarterback on Google right now. His name didn't come up.
I mean, he even if he makes the
It won't
practice
come up
squad,
anymore.
he's going to be on his team somehow,
Yeah,
some
I
way.
mean, you know, I'm sure they got other jobs out there to do.
Yeah.
You want to be
He'll be
quarterback?
practice squad quarterback. I'm telling you. He's going to be
No.
on his team.
Yeah,
He's
scout,
going to be on here.
yeah, scout team. Yeah,
Let me tell you another reason. This man kept his job, and they hired other people to go in front of him so they wouldn't see how bad he was.
Man, we
How
don't
you
see
know?
that.
Hey,
We see
They
it.
brought in other people.
They
Even
didn't
the
want to
last game of
confirm
the
it even
season,
more in the regular season.
they said, hey, last game of the season, you have nothing to lose, nothing to win for. Say I'm getting in the game. They said, oh, we're gonna try out the hot dog guy before we make a decision.
And he
But
would. I would too.
that's how you know this guy had to be hurt. He had to be hurt.
He
He's
ain't
gonna
hurt,
show
man.
up.
He just bad.
There's no possible way you'd be that bad without injury.
I mean,
I can buy into that theory. I can buy into that. Because you're
See,
right. There's
he's-
no way he's that bad.
There's no way. I can't believe that. Like, there's no way you're telling me this man is on a football NFL team and playing like he played, and you say, "Oh yeah,
Hey,
we're wrong with him."
he wasn't on the injury report.
Never. I mean, yeah, they did. They said he had a shoulder injury. He had
I
a shoulder
see him with
injury.
injury report during that time, bro.
There's no way. He was hurt before the next year. It's like, he did something working out. He can't really, rehab the way he should.
Right.
Well, you love that
And
guy.
then-
You'll be his lawyer.
I'm telling you the truth. He's gonna be on his team, man. You're gonna see a big difference this year. I promise you.
Yeah, I hope I don't see him at all. That'd be the big difference.
That'd be bad.
I'm sorry to hear you. Sam will be here.
Yeah, man. Is there any pressure on Dan Quinn like succeeding this year? Cause I seen some posts that people made on social media about him being on the hot seat.
Me? You want me to answer?
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
I would say so. Yeah. I think absolutely. I think this is a huge year for Dan Quinn, actually. Because either way it goes, the problem for him is there's something called the rule of thirds, which is actually a photography rule about where you aim the camera. But in this case, the rule of thirds would be there's a very big difference between 2 out of 3 years going to the playoffs and 2 out of 3 years having a losing record.
Yeah.
I mean, if he splits the needle and he goes, or threads the needle and goes, 9-8, and they miss the playoffs, I don't know what would happen then. I think he would be fine. But if they go 7-10, 6-11, 5-12 or worse, yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't come into his job wouldn't come into consideration. And I think the thing that could be working against him as well is if they go 7-10, but the defense is spectacular or the offense is spectacular, Adam Peters is not going to want to let one of those coordinators get out of the building.
Yeah.
And if the team's losing games, but it looks like they have a genius on one side of the ball, then yeah, I think they can move on. And again, on the flip side, if they go 11-6, 12-5, they're going to look at it like we made the right hire because basically 2025 was a write-off at that point. They'll be like, it was entirely injuries. Our roster's a lot better now, and Dan Quinn's clearly the guy. So either way this goes, the only way in which I think this doesn't have long-term ramifications, meaning like if they go 11-6, 12-5, I think DQ's here for at least another 2 or 3 years. If they go 6-11, I think he's fired. I think the only way this is like a 1-year thing where we have the same question entering next year is if they have a winning record and miss the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, one other thing is that get on my nerves too. I'm listening to a lot of radio shows and also reading a lot of the blogs and everything else about the Washington Commanders. They're talking about Adam Peters on a hot seat. I do not see that at all.
No.
Yeah, that is.
No.
I'm like, what? And that's kind of
No.
and it's trending. I'm like, some of these people actually wants him to be on the hot seat. Think he will be on the hot seat. I think they go 0-17. I don't think Adam Peters is gonna be on a hot seat.
Sure, Adam,
No,
Dan
we
Quinn
got
over
4
there
years.
that.
But
Yeah.
I will say, if we do have a losing season, Dan Quinn has to be fired.
Oh, Dan
And-
Quinn. Yeah, we understand that. But Adam
Yeah,
Peters?
And it's not even a reason because I don't think Dan Quinn's a great coach. I think he's a great coach, and I wish it would be like that because I think if he would give him more time,
Good
he would
coach.
be successful. But you got to think about what
Good
Dan
coach,
Quinn
Rob.
did it all.
Good coach, Rob. See, your grading system is terrible. You see, he's a great coach. Ain't nothing great about Dan Quinn. Not great.
Well, I'm sorry. He's a good coach.
Okay, I see. I'm better with
Okay.
that, Rob.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. He's a good coach.
You
And the
just
reason
throwing
why I
B's
think
to everybody.
if the reason why you would have to get rid of him is because you said he had ample opportunities to bring in coordinators with experience, and you declined that to go balls to the walls with brand new, which I like. I like to put your house money on yourself. But if it don't work out as a business point of view, I look at you saying you took my money and you gambled away on mites and hopes instead of guarantees and possible and promises. And so I can't have that. I can't keep going on with what you did. Now, if Dan Quinn works this out and it all works out for him, hey, they're carrying Dan Quinn around on his shoulders, man. Like tear down the statues in DC and build one of Dan Quinn with his balls in his hand, like, yeah, look at me, because I am the real guy right now. But it's very risky what he just did. I hope it works out. I think it's gonna work out, but if it don't.
Sure.
Well,
You think so? No.
And also, just to add this in, anytime Jayden Daniels is your quarterback, if he's that good, you should be in the playoffs every year.
Every
There's
year.
really no
I
excuse
agree with
to
that,
miss
yeah.
the
Yeah,
playoffs with an
definitely.
elite quarterback.
if he's
Every year.
healthy, yep, definitely every year.
So, which kind of leads to my next question, Grant. What's your overall record prediction for us this season? I think I had us like 10-7, 11-6 range. I think DJ might be, man. What, 13-4? Right?
Possibly 13-4. I'm gonna say 12-5.
12-5, and I think Rob was kind of. I think me was on the same page, wasn't it, Rob?
Yeah, like around the 10 mark,
Yeah.
10, 11.
So, what
I've been going back and forth with it. I tried to get away with saying I wasn't going to do a record prediction until I saw training camp in the preseason, but I've had to do record prediction a few times. I'm in the 9-8, 10-7 region. Of those two, I would lean 10-7, but it's just tough, man. Like, it's a tough start to the year. New coordinators, both sides of the ball. A lot of moving parts. We have questions about defensive tackles. We have questions about cornerbacks. We have questions about wide receivers. It's a lot. And the thing is, they are a very high ceiling team. If it works, they could win 13 games, and that could happen.
It will work,
If
Grant.
it doesn't, they could go 7-10.
It's gonna work, Grant.
is
I'm trying to tell you. Week 3, Grant. I want you to hit me up on week 3. When you be smiling, man, all your pretty pearly white teeth gonna be showing when we standing there at 3-0. Damn, ask you again. Now, what's that record prediction again, Grant?
If they go 3-0, to start, they're serious. They are.
Oh, yeah, we are
They
hard
are
to beat.
making a playoff run.
Yeah, 3-0. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, I'll be hyped too.
Yeah, we
And I'm
might
gonna be
not
like,
lose,
I'm gonna be like so calm. I like told you so.
but I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, man.
It's definitely a wait and see kind of thing, man. I don't know. Y'all saying Phil's gonna take a step back. I don't care who it is. We struggle against New York every year. But we still find a way to win, but we struggle against teams like that. I think
That's
Philly
fine.
and Philly, they still a very established team. I think it's still gonna be tough. I personally don't really see us winning that. But I think that's the most winnable game after 3. I say
can't
that,
wait.
but I don't know. That's tough.
I agree. I think that's the most winnable game. And if they start 3-0, they're going to start 5-0 because they got the Colts and the Giants after that.
Yep.
Shoot, hey. So that's gonna be exciting though, man.
It will be.
The Colts, like
I'm
this
trying
ain't
to
going
tell
to
you.
London too. Man.
Worst case scenario, first 3 game is 2-1 for me.
The
If
worst.
they go 2-1,
That's the worst case scenario for me.
I say 1 and 2.
That's just that's irresponsible to say worst case scenario.
Worst
What
If
case.
they go 1-2, are you going to be crying and say,
No,
like,
I
the
won't be.
season's
I just
over?
believe they're gonna be a better team than 1 and 2. I feel really good about the team. Really good about the team, Grant.
I mean,
Really
1
good
and
about it.
2, starting on the road back-to-back divisional opponents who are good teams and the Super Bowl champions. Starting 1 and 2 is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's
I
not.
just
We
believe we're
take
gonna be
that.
better than that. I think we're gonna be better than that. I think we're gonna be a Super Bowl contender. We got the best quarterback in the league. The best. I'm not saying number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. We
Super Bowl
have the best
contenders, man?
quarterback in the league. I'm standing on that. I've been saying this for you. You don't have to go back into old shows and watch. I've been saying this for how long?
Super Bowl contenders,
How long have I been
though.
saying this? Yes, definitely. So we're picking up where we left off in 2024. 2025 never happened. In fact, I'm happy it kind of happened that way because why? Adam Peters got back on track the way he should have been
Imagine
coming
staying
off the
on track.
2024 season. Because what he did in 2025, I didn't quite agree with a lot of the moves that he was doing then. But I think he's back
So
on track now.
I'm looking at the NFC right now. We ain't better than the Rams. I'll tell you that now. We ain't better than the Rams.
It's fine.
I think, man, shoot, Dallas gonna be tough.
They could, the Rams could be Super Bowl
And
contenders.
Detroit,
That's fine.
that whole division in Detroit is gonna be something to watch. Man,
I think the Cowboys finished this year with a better record than the Eagles.
I
I
can argue
agree.
that.
I agree with that
That's
too,
all right.
Grant.
I agree.
That's
I
the
agree.
team to really watch.
Man, you still got Seattle, San Fran, Philly, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago. Off the year they come off of that great year they had. They're gonna probably bid off.
Nah,
of that.
Chicago's about to regress.
Absolutely.
They got so lucky. Fourth quarter comebacks, and above that, their turnover luck. They had I think they had double the percentage of turnovers that second place did. You can't duplicate that. That's just the ball bouncing your way.
Yeah. And the quarterback's not good. He's just a playmaker. He's not a quarterback.
You heard Schler say that?
No, he said
That actually went viral today. He had a clip where he said the exact same thing. Literally those words.
Oh, wow.
that's exactly how I feel. Never seen it. But yeah, I've been saying that for the longest.
Yeah,
I
Rob
told
did.
them. I said that last year. I said he's not a quarterback. He's just a playmaker. And I said that's not going to survive you in the NFL very long. So I agree with him.
So a lot of that's what I'm saying. That's when the disrespect I don't understand from Jayden Daniels. I think a lot of them people by the end of last season they had all the QBs in his class over him. Bo, I think the only person that was kind of this question was Bo Nix, but I know Drake May, he went to Super Bowl, and Caleb Williams off the amazing season he had, and they kind of keep pushing back Jayden Daniels like he just won one of the best rookies in 2024. So I
Show me that lead, man.
He gonna show you, all right.
Man,
He gonna show you.
but
I'm trying to tell you.
I don't understand.
Yeah, he will.
I don't understand why they give him that label so soon, but he always give extra chances to people like Joe Burrow. And
Hey, man.
I don't understand it.
I'm sitting out here so calm because I know what I've said 90% of it's going to happen. I'm just,
I don't know, man.
I put a lot of money on that, man.
Yeah,
There's a good mindset to have. I mean, I try not to get worked up too much in my personal life, just because why would I? If I know how it is or how it's going to be, why should I get angry with you? Because you feel differently.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna all celebrate together.
that's what I'm trying to tell you, but you make me sit.
No, not except for Kendrick.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna celebrate too. What are we talking about? We score, we win games, we all high five at each other.
Not
If number 13 scores in the end zone,
number 13
high five.
If 13
I'm
catches the
high-fiving
ball,
everybody.
I'm only going
You
to
know
Rob.
what? No way,
Yeah,
Grant.
I'm
That's
only going to Rob.
Grant. That would be the loudest I
When
scream.
Diami catches that touchdown.
Yeah,
Nah,
hey,
nah.
I mean,
Diami
be lucky.
and Luke. Huh?
Look, Look, my Luke can do it.
Hey, don't be surprised. See Van Jefferson too, man. Hey,
Yeah,
look.
Van, Van Jefferson. Yeah,
I'm look at Grant like, hey.
That's all them agree with him with. Just the Van Jefferson thing. We roll.
That man ain't got a locker in Washington right now.
He probably don't.
He probably
don't.
I can't even.
He probably
can't argue
don't.
with that one. You got me on that one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
yeah, that's yours, Rob.
You got no locker. You don't even believe it.
Hey, well,
I'm gonna get him one though.
Well, damn, man. What number episode is this, man?
This episode number 83, y'all.
83.
Yeah, 83.
There's some guys.
Oh.
There's some guys. There's a guy I know for sure. That 83 number.
Or what's the 83 number you got?
Nah, I'll let you. That's your era, right?
Hmm?
Your era.
Oh yeah, Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky Sanders.
Yeah, Ricky Sanders. I mean, that's easy for me.
I'm going to try to think of 83. I'm trying to think of another number.
I'm the old guy actually seeing winners.
Hey, look.
When was episode 1? When'd you guys start?
Ooh,
Grant.
That's
We start. I
that's
think it was.
I'll look that up right now.
Yeah, go
Grant.
check that out.
Good quick. Do not watch that. I mean, watch it if you want it. It's funny though. The way
We
we started
did
off. We was
everything wrong.
My introduction, everything was shaky, man. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
he was real nervous too. But that wasn't the
that
wrong thing.
was-
But even the way we was putting out the material was kind of, we were just hitting record and just going for
Let
it.
me see. Oldest.
Or for the best.
Yeah, just,
Listen, there's nothing wrong with that though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I look back at my first videos. Everybody's first video is garbage because nobody knows what they're doing. That just hit. If anybody's watching this and they're thinking about it, but they're scared or they just haven't, press record. It's
Mhm.
probably not going to look great, and that's fine because nobody's looks great at the start. But the more you do it, the better it's going to
Wow.
get. The better it's going to be. So don't let that hold you back.
So that's crazy, man. That first episode was 10 months ago.
10 months ago.
Well, that's crazy too. That time flying. I ain't feel like I'd be doing it for
10
that
months
long
ago.
already. 10 months.
Yeah. that's
Episode
great.
1.
Everybody who's tuning into us, hit the subscribe button, please.
10 months.
Please do. If you are watching this, they're worth it for sure. These guys, one of my favorite people to watch. I appreciate, first and foremost, I appreciate the schedule because I'm like Thursday, Sunday, I know they're gonna be there. And then Jay, I love listening to hear you guys talk and like just debate, laugh, all that stuff is great. So definitely subscribe to these guys.
Man, appreciate
man,
that, Grant.
that's
Man.
love,
Thank you
Yeah,
so
For
much.
sure, for
Appreciate
sure.
that, man.
And that's coming for Grant, man. And,
The
you know, we
guru. I know
appreciate
we
Guru
gotta be doing
Grant.
something right. Yeah, look,
Guru
when the
Grant.
guru
They
said
gonna stick with you now,
Hey,
Grant.
No, we're
that's
killing that.
literally- Hey, I'm gonna put that on social media.
Yeah, it gonna stick,
You
man.
don't like that? He get a lot of nicknames, don't he?
Who, Grant?
Yeah.
Today he definitely got but 3.
You got it. Yeah, I know. You probably need to change that. Put that in your bio, man. Guru Grant.
He will never
No,
do that,
I
man.
will
He's
never
way
do
too
that. I
modest
will
for
never
that.
Too
give
modest. I
myself
don't
a
know,
nickname.
He way
Grant the
too
Great.
modest for that.
No.
Yeah, he's real good at what he do. Oh, well, yeah. Before we go though, Grant, where do you see yourself maybe in a couple years from now?
Oh, that's a good question that I was not prepared for.
That's
That's why you might take him on a date, Mike. So what do you see yourself?
it is a good question. So I didn't start the YouTube channel specifically to get a job. However, when I started the channel, I was applying to a bunch of Commanders jobs. The athletic one was the big one. They hired Nikki Javala, which I understood. I mean, she got I don't want to say she got fired because that's kind of rude. Really, they just like removed the position from the Washington Post, I think it was. So I really want to work for the athletic. They didn't give it to me. And I was like, all right, I understand why. I probably wouldn't give it to me either over Nikki. So I was like, screw it, man. Like, let's just start the YouTube channel. And so all the way through last season, it was kind of like, if I can get a job on the back of this and then also keep it, really use this almost as a portfolio builder, then I would be interested in that. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't really know if that's what I want to do because there is definitely an emergence of content creators in this Commanders community. I shouted them out already, but the On the Fence podcast boys, I mean, they've already interviewed 4 or 5 players over the last month. And players, I think, just feel more comfortable talking to those types of people. I think even the players at the facility, like they don't enjoy talking to the media. We can tell that. Especially like someone like Jayden's a good example. And I mean, Jayden's professional. You know, he doesn't say anything rude or anything like that, but he does not want to be spending his time there. He wants to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
So if I can still have that sort of access, like I would like to get credentials to be able to go to at least training camps and talk to the players and stuff. But even then, like if I could get credentials to go to games, I don't know that I would want to do that because I would have to drive home from the stadium and maybe I just want to hop on a live stream right after the game. Or maybe I just want to go record right after the game. So to be completely honest, I don't know. I think the biggest goal is really something that I'd prefer to keep private, but it's like it's big and it would just be all channels, video, live stream, like written content, creating something kind of unified and just going all in on this. Because as it is, I spend probably between social media stuff and recording everything, I probably spend like 30 hours a week on YouTube as it is. And if there's a chance for me to do that full time, then I would love that opportunity.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yep, but whatever you do decide to do, Grant, you're gonna be great at it, man. And
Absolutely.
definitely pray on it, man. Keep God first, man. And I'll be doing the same thing on my
For
end
sure.
too as well, man. Because I want you to be as successful as just as much as you want to be, man. Wherever you want to go, I'm there. Hey, yo, if you on like KC, you're gonna be on TV soon. You on ESPN, I'll be like, I know that guy. So yeah, man.
Guru Grant. Oh yeah, I know
Guru
him.
Grant, yeah.
No. I will act like we've never met. If that's the way you're saying, I don't know you.
Like, get him out of here. Get those guys
You're like,
out.
get him out of here.
Security, man. Please throw them out. Don't let them come back.
Do me like that, Guru.
I appreciate it though. I like 100%. Thank you so much.
Oh,
It really,
man, definitely,
it's
man.
been really fun for me because even when I started the channel and even beyond that through the season, really, I genuinely I was so focused on what I was doing that I didn't know there was a community of people out there. And really around the time the season ended, I started like taking a step back and looking. I was like, damn, like there are a lot of really talented, really funny, entertaining people out there. And so people such as yourself, who again, I watch you guys all the time. Kay, who's in the chat, Erica Lynn, who's in the chat, two extremely kind people who are just such positive presences. I mean, the Commanders Kings are like the big names, but there's just so many people out there and everybody offers something different. And it's been really fun for me to become a part of that community.
Yeah. And I love the difference too, man. Everybody have their own little unique style, man, which is pretty dope. I really enjoy it too. Yeah, that's good. And shout out to Lady Erica. I'm gonna get you too. You coming soon.
So on your full command page, your YouTube channel, you go live on there pretty often as well?
My live stream, I've never had a consistent schedule, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. Post game live stuff probably just isn't an option if I'm being honest, because there's a lot of people that do that, and the big creators in the community, they do that, and we share audiences a lot, so it probably just wouldn't make sense for me to do that. Might be doing like pre-game live streams, things like that. Might get a more nailed on schedule in the future. And right now it's just videos every day, basically every morning, sometimes afternoon, evening as well, and then kind of just live whenever I feel like it, honestly.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed to that channel, if you're watching, man, please go follow my guy.
Hey,
the
very
Full Command
nice.
Show,
It's
man.
in the
That great.
description of the show too
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah, and you can hit him up on X too. He'll definitely would return your message back. Grant is really good about that, man. He love to have exchanges and conversations with the rest of the Commanders fans.
Oh, yeah, he be on Instagram too. I seen some of his comments, man.
Yeah.
He
I
be
follow
on
him on Instagram now.
he
Yeah.
be on it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I be putting those shots up.
Yeah.
Every player on the team basically got a message like, yo, let's talk. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
never
gotta
know.
do, yeah.
Because a lot of people really be on their phones, man, especially the players, but they be seeing the stuff what we be posting. So that's one thing. And like you brought up the social media about how they don't like talking to the social media, like after practice at the games, they kind of feel more comfortable talking to people, have their own podcast. I think it's because people like us, I guess you can say, it's kind of more genuine. People in that social media are working for certain platforms. They kind of fishing for certain things, trying to get something out of you. Maybe because a lot of times they twist their own words. Like they twist their words and try to make them like a bad guy or something like that. So I guess from us, our perspective, it's kind of just more genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like when we get Treylon Burks on here, he won't be here, but it's just me and Rob.
Yeah, we got to cut his mic off. Like, he might say that with a picket sound. Like, why are you?
I'm gonna put on a show like DJ Mike B be doing every time the camera comes on. I'm gonna act like I ain't say none of that. Treylon, what's up, baby? Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah.
13. Shoot, that would be the day probably me and Kay had the same jersey about the jersey on.
All right, I got something coming for y'all real soon.
Hey,
Oh, y'all gonna wear 13 jersey then?
Hey, look, hey, I'll probably print it on myself. I'll do it myself. Just
That's wild.
something special.
That's all right.
That's wild. How does wild, Rob?
Cause, man, I've
He's a
been down
commander. I got support
Get it, man.
commander.
Day one, A1, I'll say burst out your fan. Nobody believed in me.
But you do get Sam Hartman on here. I'm not gonna be on here. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I believe in Sam.
When you'll be on here, you and King will be on here with Sam. I'm gonna be doing something.
I'll
I'm
say,
gonna
Sam,
wash
I
my
believe
car.
in you, man.
I'm gonna go wash
knew
my
you was
car,
hurt.
walk
I
my
knew you was
dog.
hurt, Sam.
Oh,
Sam, I knew you was injured. I knew it. Nobody plays like that.
I won't be around.
Oh, good. We
I
all
love that.
like growing up being a fan, man. We always have that one special player, man. You got a favorite player you like to watch growing up in
She
Washington?
will block us.
Who did?
Kay, don't block us.
Oh no, not K. Chill, K.
She see me break trail out, bro. She'll block us.
Oh, man.
Kay. Wow,
Block us is
Kay.
Block us?
Yeah, she said she'll block. Whoa.
Yeah.
She could just ignore the notification,
But
but
she
block
said
us.
block. Wow.
Dang, man. But,
Favorite player. I don't know if this classifies quite as growing up. Like I wasn't a little kid, but and this is kind of a random player. I loved LaRon Landry just because when you're a
That's the same
kid,
thing.
you go on YouTube and you search like the hardest hits in football, and like that's just who LaRon Landry was. Like, was he that great? Maybe not, but he was gonna hit somebody. And when you're a kid, like that's what you're trying to see. So I love LaRon Landry.
I think if
Sean Taylor.
if Sean Taylor, rest in peace, I think if he was still here throughout LaRon Landry years, I think LaRon would act right, and it might have been something special to watch in that secondary.
Oh, that Area 51, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have
I think it would have
killed.
been something special to watch.
Yeah, I love LeBron growing up, man.
Nobody would have gone over the middle of the field.
Oh, no.
Well, they were scared along with just Sean Taylor. Now,
Oh,
you
no.
think you have him and LaRon?
And LeBron was a freak of nature, man. He ain't supposed to be that big. What, you ran like a 4.3? Oh, my
4.3,
gosh,
yeah.
man. No, man.
Have you seen him like since he stopped playing football?
Huge.
Yeah, I mean, he might be taking steroids because I don't see how he could possibly.
he was
But
taking steroids in the
he looks
NFL.
like a bodybuilder, straight
Yeah.
up.
That's what he was doing more than playing football.
Yeah,
at
I
one
mean,
point.
hey, man. He chose his own path on that one, but I like watching him play. I remember that time. But I think
30, man.
yeah, 30 was whew. Yeah, LeBron.
I like
LSU
that,
too.
man.
Louisiana guy.
Lady Erica wants to know if any of us going to be at training camp this year.
It went by so fast, man. I didn't get to it on time, man. Sold out so fast.
Grant, you going to make any of the training camps?
Yeah, I have it in my phone. Let me see which days I'm going. I think it's August. Oh, I remember it's my dad's birthday, so it's gonna have to be a birthday dinner, not a birthday breakfast. But that's August 8th, which is a Saturday. I'll be there, and I'll be at the joint practice against the Dolphins,
Oh, wow.
which I'm super excited about
That's awesome.
because I'm gonna get to actually talk about what's going on. Because I know there was some frustration last year with New England where the reporters weren't really saying anything,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that's because they were getting their ass kicked and they didn't want to like spoil the fans' good mood, or maybe they just didn't care. But I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna see what's happening. I'm gonna make sure that I write it all down. I know service out there is a little spotty, but if I have to, I'll just put it in my notes app. Might even bring a notepad and a pen with me, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I like to get into August 7th or August 8th if you can find any out there. August 7th and August 8th will be the 2 days for me.
So we had a lot of good times out there too during training camp. Hot too. Ashburn be whoo.
Yeah, not excited for that.
Nah, I be blacker than black when I'm down from there, boy. That sun be booming. I be
Probably
getting
got a
cooked out
hoodie
there.
on, but
Hey,
but
Jill, Rob, look, I was prepared that day though. It rained that day.
yeah.
I was good.
Kendrick crazy.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Well, we ain't gonna talk
That
about
day that was so high, it's like 1,000 degrees. And I asked Mike when Kim was walking in front of me, I said, does he not love himself no more?
it. I don't know, man.
I didn't know.
It's long sleeve shirt and long jeans.
I had on jeans.
Yes!
My great grandpa, who I never met, I was told this story, but in the summer he used to drink hot coffee, and in the winter he used to drink ice water because his belief was he could either warm his body up or cool it down to match the temperature.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's
about
I don't
that.
believe him. I don't think it worked, but that's what he did.
Oh, man. Hey, that's different.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to him, man.
I won't try it because I know if it's real hot and I'm drinking something hot, I'm probably just gonna pass out. Y'all gonna be picking me up. You're gonna pick me up, which was a lot of that going on at training camps anyway. People passing out, man, from the heat.
Ooh,
Man,
it was dropping
left and
like
right.
flies.
Yeah.
That was terrible that day.
Oh my God! And a
Shoot.
couple times it happened.
It was bad even when we went. They had Hard Knocks that year. I think Houston, Texas. Is it Texas?
Yeah,
Texas came into town.
Oh
That
no!
day.
When Nuke did D Hall.
Yeah, that was bad, man.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
we
we was
that
right
live. We was
there
right
too
man.
for it.
That was terrible. I was like,
That's one of the
D-Hall.
that's one of the coldest moments I've ever seen. Where Nuke is just look at him and he says, "I fear God, homie,"
God.
and then next play, D Hall just
drop him.
Oh man!
Now, people want to talk about it. It did just like it was heavy rain.
Yeah, it was.
And D-Hall was old too. Then I think that's the year we dropped him back to safety.
Yeah,
This is like so he didn't get D-Hall for real, but still that was still a clip for sure. But man, oh that's the same practice Pierre Garçon too, right? Him and was it JJ Watt somebody? They got each other face.
I think so. Yeah,
That practice was crazy. That was a fun, yeah.
That
That was
practice
an
was
interesting experience right there.
Yeah, I miss Richmond.
I know. I like the setup. I feel like now it's hard to.
Except for when it rained because they
Yeah,
had water issues.
didn't go nowhere.
Yeah,
But I feel like now. How you even been to Ashburn recently? Like last year, on with that new setup. Grant?
no, I wasn't there.
So I think now, the way it looks to me, it's hard to interact with the players. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know in Richmond, you was kind of like you can almost touch them
you're
right here.
there,
You can, I don't know. It just seems a little different to me, but I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a way. But Grant, man, we're not gonna hold you too much. Not gonna hold you too much longer. But thank you for your time to join us today, man. It truly means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I've said enough times, but I watch you guys. I'm a fan of yours, so I just hope you guys keep doing what you're doing. We were talking about it when you said your first videos were trash, but like just keep getting better, keep pressing the record button, figure out what you can do to make yourselves better, distinguish yourselves from everybody else, and just keep going. Like we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all taking different paths to get there, but there's space for everybody. So I love what you guys are doing, and I'm very happy to be here.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, man.
Like to give a shout out to the Commander Squad here in the Triad. That's our Commanders family right here that we watch all the games with every Sunday. Also, where we meet up? We meet up at the Podium. Yes, the Podium, 5840 Salmon Drive in High Point, North Carolina. The Podium is where our club meets up to watch all of the games, and we're going to win a lot of games this year. I'm talking about 12, 13 games. I mean, who knows? Maybe even go 14. But yes, y'all come on out to the Podium. Even if you're not a Washington Commander fan, they have a lot of television and a lot of seats there at the Podium in High Point, North Carolina, man. It'd be great to see you guys out there.
Oh yeah, and once again, man, if y'all don't know Grant, he's the host of the Full Command Show. Please go hit that subscribe button over there to him and follow him on. Is it the same name for X too, right? On Twitter.
Yeah, Full Command Show.
Oh yeah, go follow him on Twitter. Instagram's the same thing too. I'm gonna shout him out on my page as well. And this is the Under Command podcast, man. We go live every Thursday and Sunday nights at 7:30. Please hit that like and subscribe button, man. Grant, once again, thank you for your time, my man.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
yeah,
you.
man. Every
It's
season.
fun,
For
man.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to do this again.
Oh yeah. We're gonna need your 2v2, man. Remember that 2v2. Same page. Same
As
page.
soon as De'Ami Brown scores, I'm in here.
Oh yeah, there we go. There we go.
Oh well, I guess
Soon
we
as
won't be
they lock first,
seeing Grant anytime again.
Hey,
so-
fun fact.
It's gonna be a
Hey,
while.
fun fact, Grant, before they go. Hey, he got more career touchdowns than Burks too. Hey, we can end it off on that. But-
until the season ends.
Right,
The
sure.
season ends. We'll see.
Sure. But yeah, man, thank y'all. Thank you, Commander fans, for watching this episode. I'm your host, Kendrick, bro. This is my two main guys, DJ Mike B and Rod the Great White. And hey, my guy Grant too. Guru Grant.
Guru Grant.
Guru Grant.
They ain't gonna have security on that one.
Hey, Janella, thank you for the subscription, Janella. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, man. But be sure on the next episode, man. Go Commanders.
All
Take
right.
command.
Thank you, Grant.
Check it, yeah. Mic check for the fam. Turning up the signal from the master plan. Might be on the levels with the steady hand. We appreciate you tuning in. Real talk from the beginning to the end. Rob holds the way. Kendrick bringing truth to the play. Building something legendary, something great. Under Command Podcast. Live through the screen. Under Command Podcast, best you ever seen. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share. Subscribe to the vision because we stay right there. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love, appreciate the real ones watching from above. Every Thursday night, every Sunday night, 7:30 till late, we shining bright. We out, show love, yeah. Sundays and Thursdays we set the pace. Different bracket, different space. Kendrick, Mike, B, Rob, keeping it true. Doing it for us, doing it for you. Catch the stream, watch the dream, join the team. Hope you felt the energy in every single word. Making sure the quiet voices finally get heard. Under Command Podcast, live through the screen. Under Command Podcast, best you ever seen. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share. Subscribe to the vision because we stay right there. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love, appreciate the real ones watching from above. Every Thursday night, every Sunday night, 7:30 till late, we shining bright. Under command, under command. Thank you for the night, see you on the next one. Keep it locked in, spread the word far, spread the word wide. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share. Subscribe to the vision because we stay right there. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love, appreciate the real ones watching from above. Every Thursday night, every Sunday night, 7:30